Left screams louder, can't hear my name. Right points, fingers, plays the blame game. In the middle, man, where do we stand? No saints, no saviors, just callous hands. Stuck in the middle, stuck in the fight. Common sense flickers like a dim street light. Woke to the left, holy to the right. Josh and Eli breaking through the night. Breaking through the night. Shades of gray, they call it a sin. Two sides shouting, who's gonna win? Echo chambers building their walls, but we're here screaming through it all. Stuck in the middle, stuck in the fight. Common sense flickers like a dim street light. Woke to the left, holy to the right. Josh and Eli breaking through the night. Breaking through the night. Truth ain't red, truth ain't blue. Lies on both sides, what's a man to do? Tug of war, pulling hearts apart. But brassy patriot, where's the restart? Stuck in the middle, stuck in the fight. Common sense flickers like a dim street light. Woke to the left, holy to the right. Josh and Eli breaking through the night. Breaking through the night.
Oh, here we go.
Good evening, fellow Stuckians, mother stuckers. We are here with another edition of the show.
Mother stuckers.
Coming at you weekly, stuck in the middle. What's up there, Josh?
What's up there, Eli? High five. High five. Ooh, camera's a little crazy. High five.
High five, buddy.
That hurt.
Dual
That hurt. That
screening,
was a
by the
fucking
way.
drumstick.
I know. Hey, man.
What was
Never
that
mess
about?
with me and a drumstick. Through the power of the internet, I can strike my co-host.
It hurt, damn it. What's up, bro? How you doing? How you been? How was your weekend? Hope things are good.
All things are chaos, but we manage. I think
Yes.
there's no escaping that, but we do what we must, and that is all of our fates, no matter how happy we convince ourselves we are. Aside from that,
Yeah.
what about yourself, buddy?
Same, you know. Different day, different toilet. Same shit, different toilet, as they say. As they like to say, you know, just hanging out there, enjoying life. We got
Can't even flex that it's a different toilet, same toilet. What'd you say, buddy?
We
What do
got, believe it or not, I don't know if it's going to be documented or podcasted. That's a word, but on Friday, Paul the producer will be in the Gain area where I am at.
All right, so our good old mutual friend.
He'll be
who is
right around here.
So you can force him because he's a bitch to get right in the studio.
I don't think he's going to want to come on stuck.
you're
He's not
gonna-
going to want to do like politics.
You're going to physically force him.
I'm going to try.
Lie to him.
I'm going to do my
Get him to the
damnedest.
chair.
We're going to have a good show on Friday. We're going to have some fun there. But as far as him getting on, I'm not sure. No promises, but he will be in the vicinity. So that'll be interesting.
I'm an idiot. Cancel everything I ever said pre-show. Just act like a Democratic Muslim and do taqiyya, because he's a kafir. Just lie to him and then get him where you want him.
It's so funny. You were like today. You were man, I'm just checking the topics today because I want to make sure we don't have such and such topics. And then like you're like, and then taqiyya, and then it's like our algorithms are just all fucked up on what rage baits us the most. That's what our algorithms have come down to. Just what can I piss Eli and Josh and whoever else has an algorithm out there? How can we make them mad and rage bait them? That's what happens.
Actually, when you say it out loud, it makes me feel like I'm kind of falling into place for the game. Like I have become a pawn, but I feel very...
It's more like a
self-righteous, as every person does.
I wouldn't say you're a pawn. I'm a pawn, or anyone else is a pawn, but it is more like a mirror. To like it's hard to like see a reflection of yourself. You know, like doing like self inventory. But an algorithm really encapsulates that. I don't know. It's a hard word for me right now. It's getting kind of late. It captures your essence of how you feel via that algorithm. So it is kind of interesting to see it kind of mirrored back to you. Yeah,
I hope the majority of people that hear me whenever I let out my the thing phobia, with the eye, I'm trying to avoid it because truly YouTube is punishing us. I hope I'm agreed with, but I'm up for a challenge, and I'd like to agree to disagree. But that being said,
it's fun to agree to disagree. Like, I think one thing we can all agree on, right? I don't think we're gonna find any disagreement. Is waking up in the past few days, and gas is back out to like $4,000 a gallon again. Like, what the fuck? We were working ourselves back down. It was getting like, and by back down I mean 13 cents. But damn, does it feel like 13 cents adds up over like a year?
Wait. All right. Well, what exactly did you spend on gas today? Because I got a whopper of a deal at like $4.75. I figured that was kind of a good deal. Right?
Well, you're a little higher than I am, but okay. So I think I got gas on like Sunday. I haven't needed to get gas yet, but I've just seen it just going up and up, and like tomorrow or the following day, it's going to be gas day. I just have it's going to be like $4.15 on my side. And like, it's fuck, man, that's expensive as shit.
$4.15, bro. That's a deal of the lifetime. Because let me see. All right, what's the cheapest I've gotten gas in the last couple of weeks? I was lucky enough to find a place. What was I just at $4.75?
Yeah.
Where I got it for $4.25. And I was like, oh my God, but by God, when's the last time I've spent anywhere under the $4 mark? And I find myself kind of amiss.
This is going to kind of date us. But remember in, was like maybe 2003 or 4, or like somewhere around those lines, around those years rather, when gas started to creep up to $1.99 a gallon, like over $2. This is ridiculous. That was, man, that'd be the good old days.
I mean, as a child, I can just remember looking at them and taking it for granted in the backseat, like, I ain't coming out of my fucking pocket. But now I think of that as if it was an episode of, like, Leave It to Beaver on a black and white television screen. And it's an ebb and a flow, and you're just like waiting.
Let's start out talking about,
shut up.
We're going to talk about gas prices. They are, of course, creeping back up to.
God damn it, man.
It's like a relationship with a toxic relationship. With a girlfriend, where you're hoping, okay, I'm gonna call this woman and it's gonna go well, and then you call and she's just mad at you for some reason. I'm like, oh shit. And then I call again, and I just don't know what to expect. That's how I feel with gas. Every time I go there, I'm like, is it gonna be mad at me today?
Yeah, are you mad?
And why?
Are you mad?
How mad? How expensive is this madness gonna be? What the hell is going on?
I was like, I saw the gas prices. I was like, we just did like the 13th ceasefire. There's no way we're at war again with Iran. This can't be the case. So like I scrolled Facebook and Twitter, and I stumbled across a news source, and I was like, all right, let me check this news source and see what they say is going on. Because like I think, in my opinion, right, and I'm not a smart guy, but the only reason
let's start out talking about where we're going.
Shut up. The only reason why gas would be so expensive again is we must have started to go to war with Iran. But that can't be the case, right? We said we're done, didn't we? We said ceasefire. We did.
Yeah, no,
right?
and this always goes to plan whenever it's reported, oh, hey, another ceasefire is going down, and that means our pumps are gonna somehow be less expensive.
Another ceasefire is going according to plan until until it doesn't go according to plan. But so I checked the news and I come across this video. I'm like, all right, let me just see what the news is saying. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Maybe we're not at war with Iran. Maybe it's not as easy as I'd like to think it is.
Start out talking about, we're going to talk about gas prices. They are, of course, creeping back up to $4 on average today.
Damn it. Okay, yep.
It was just weeks ago that we saw them tumbling a little bit on the promise of peace with Iran, and yet we're back. What's going on?
Yeah, well, no mystery here. It's all about Iran.
Damn it. It is again.
Everything is contingent on whether I don't know how nice we're playing with Iran. How long has this toxic relationship? Oh my God, relationship been going on? What's up, reinforced?
Like the 70s, like the 70s. We've been like on and off again. I love you, I don't love you, I love you, I don't love you. It's been going on and off for since the 70s.
All right, hasn't the government watched an episode of True Crime? Like, can't they do the perfect crime and just end one or the other?
What you're saying is a very valid question, because I feel like that's how a lot of people feel. It's like, can we shit or get off the pot with this? Like, are we in some respects, people don't want war, but then dragging it out as it is seems like also inevitable that it will lead to more loss of life or war. But then people don't want us there, but then we kind of lose. We don't want to lose. It's very convoluted. We obviously want to win. We don't want Iran to have nukes. I think we can all agree on that part. Well, maybe not on the nukes part, because there are some people who were like, well, no, they should have nukes. It's okay for them to have nukes.
Yeah, no.
I don't think
those of you that hear me now, and my co-host Josh, I hope you're with me when you can equate. This is gonna come off terribly. When every time an American that's just trying to get by has to fork up an extra $4 to get a few miles to their job place, I hope you can plug in your heart to just bum the fuck out of that other, I can say it, Iran, so we can just move on with our lives. Very insensitive of me. How dare me.
What if we do that and we defeat Iran and gas goes down to $3.94? It's like, well, that did not turn out how I thought it would. I thought we would at least go down to maybe $3. We do all this hullabaloo in Iran, we blow up Iran, Iran's no longer, but gas drops 5 cents. It's like, maybe it wasn't the whole Iran problem. Maybe it's the market and people who are allowed to make speculation and trade off of what they think gas might go to.
Inside trading? Is that?
It's not really inside trading. Like the oil market, from what I'm to understand, is speculative.
I trust
speculative
big
trading.
oil.
Yes, yeah, for sure. But they're allowed to make a trade or something along the lines of what they think oil's going to go to. They can trade on that. They can kind of haphazardly raise and lower the prices pending on what they think's going to happen and the demand and the supply of it. I don't know how they can do that.
They're playing the world's largest, highest stakes game of poker, and we're all at the bottom of the table just hoping that the hand and the chips that fall is a good one, and some of it just goes our way.
So
by God, how long of it? Truly, I can't remember the last time it was affordable.
I did a little digging, and I want to get out of the bit right now, but we'll do a little sidetracking, and just to kind of a rough idea. Right now, we're freaking out that gas is getting close to $90 a barrel, close to 100. There's actually a really good video on just kind of explaining why it isn't $150 or $200 right now because of all the crazy shit that's going on. It seems to be oil and gas should be a lot higher than it is, but that's because China dropped out of the market. They've invested into electric, so now their demand of oil isn't as high, so those barrels can go elsewhere, amongst a few other things. But it got crazy, and then the market kind of shifted and or corrected itself. And right now it isn't where a lot of people thought it was going to be as far as this big crazy freak out. Still probably could get there, but it's just not there yet. But
can I play a voice of the people moment and propose something to you?
Yeah.
Even though you did recently, for the sake of the show, and thank you guys, by the way, for joining us. We are Stuck in the Middle. We go on weekly, twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. So Anarchy Television said this, and bear in mind, all opinions are welcome. We invite disagreements and for the sake of dialogue. My honest opinion, the reason why we're in Iran is because the powers that should not be want to dig up the artifacts that are buried there, and they need the conflict as cover. What, pray, do you make of such a perception? I'm honest to God curious.
So can you say his statement again?
Anarchy Television, who's been a long time watcher.
Can you say his comment again? So the powers that
essentially that the conflict between us and Iran is some form of cover regarding artifacts that are buried there. Do you think that
what kind of artifacts are we talking about?
I would be intrigued for a little deeper, maybe a little bit more detail. I mean, I can only posture that I've heard some things about ancient, what is this? Maybe Hebrew, maybe Egyptian artifacts. But does this question take us way out of the spectrum of what you were just going to deep dive in? I just figured, any comments that I see every now and again, the people's voices got to be heard. That's what we're all about.
Yeah. If Anarchy can fill in some blanks, I'd love to expound on it a little bit. I mean, it sounds like you might have a better idea of what Anarchy's asking, but like for right now, I don't have a good read on what the question really is. Like, what are they hiding there? What are they trying to uncover? And then maybe I could. But as far as the war goes, like for sure, I'm sure it's just not like, hey, we don't like you, we're going to go to war with you. There's a bunch of other things at play that dictate that, all right, we're going to do this now because, we have vested interests in this, and this person wants us to do that, and we owe them this. And I'm sure there's a lot of convoluted shit going on. So I'm not going to say no to that.
Put a bow on it, I do understand why people this day and age especially think a lot of things that we see and know are happening are smoke and mirrors, because there's no reason to trust anybody in any form of power. But that being said, here are some of the facts that we've been, or at least that Josh here has been able to unearth, which kind of illuminated my brain a bit, because I didn't know it's been going on for as long as it has, especially with the prices of oil.
Well, so back in like 1990, the price per barrel of oil was like $22. I don't know what that means as far as what we're paying for a gallon, but you could do the math. Right now, like oil's close about $90 a gallon. We're paying between $4 and $5.
Wait. Did
$90 a barrel.
Like around 20, 22?
No, I'm sorry. Per barrel.
Yeah.
Gas is like $20 a barrel. Right now, gas is Jesus Christ. Right now, oil is like $90 per barrel, and gas is like $4 to $5. So when the price of oil per barrel is like $22, obviously we pay a lot less, right?
That is quite a jump.
It is quite a jump. But 1990, about $22. In 10 years, get to 2000, only jumps up about $6 up to 28 per barrel. 2002, 25 per barrel. 2003 starts to go up to $30 a barrel. Then 2004 up to 41. 2005 up to 56. So right there, those were two huge jumps. Before they were going like a few bucks at a time. 2004 from 30 to 41. 2005 from 41 to 56. And then obviously in 2008, oil was all over the place because of the fucking economic collapse that happened in 2008.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was,
92, isn't that around the aftermath of Desert Storm? So this is all equaling to every conflict we're having in the Middle East being some sort of focal point directly affecting our price of oil here.
But even then, if Desert Storm was, for sure, like exactly. But the jump was not even that great even then though. So like between 1990 and the year 2000, we had Desert Storm between that 10-year period. Obviously it didn't take 10 years, but during that period, Desert Storm occurred, and it only went from $22 to $28 in a 10-year period, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's $6, right? In 2004, it jumped it doubled that. It jumped $12, and then in 2005, it jumped $15. So it was going very incrementally, and then 2004, 2005. We're kind of at the tail end of the Iraq. Well, not the tail end, but we're in the middle of the Iraq war going on there.
The slow drip makes way more sense to me because it is my conspiracy that the powers that be understand they can pretty much get anything done with a slow drip. Just look at the media and how they reported, COVID 2020. All of that, just implement that. They love the slow drip. Look at the Epstein files. But then when you start looking at the years and the sudden bursts, it's like, holy shit. So I don't know how to equate or quantify. I don't know what to say, honestly.
And well, just to put a cap on the whole prices conversation. And then in 2010, it got up to $79, and then towards the end of that, it climbed to $91. So for about 16 years now, we've been sitting between $80 and $90 a barrel.
Okay, so. All right, so I cannot pretend that I'm any kind of specialist. I'm a layman. I'm an average fucking American that's struggling just as much as the next guy. And I see people in their positions of power with their fuck you money. And yeah, of course, it leaves a little gut punch there. But what about market manipulation aside from the conflict? Or do you think the conflict is, let's say, as was implied by some in the chat earlier, some form of smoke and mirrors? Oil, like Davil, 6595 absolutely believes that oil is being manipulated.
Oh, for sure. Like I was saying before, it is a speculative market, so they can adjust prices kind of on the fly. It's not like other markets. I don't know why they can do that. I'm not sure why that works. Someone smarter than I could tell us that, but it is unlike a lot of the other markets out there.
From the inside of the proverbial casino, when you're the one that makes the rules, I think you can just about damn near get away with anything, and you have your eye on things that before they get reported. So whatever trading we're alluding to, illegal or not, they are playing by their own rules that they are making, or they're playing in the shadow without being discovered. Whatever it is, we're suffering as a result.
So gas is high. I was like, I hope we're not in the Iran war. I turned the news on. They're like, yeah, no, we're back in the Iran. I was like, fuck. But, the news, they're liars. They lie sometimes. So it's like if we're in a war, there's got to be video, right? I would see videos of bombs blowing up. So, of course, I'm going to go check X to see if there's videos. Fingers crossed, I'm not going to find videos. Dag nabbit, what did I find, Eli? I found we're on our 11th straight night of bombing shit. It's like, damn it. 11th straight night. So it's just looking more and more like the reason gas is high is because we're in Iran. But again, I held out some sentiment of hope. I was like, maybe there's a possibility that this was a misunderstanding. The news is lying. So maybe the military got misinformed. These were accidental bombings. I would love to see, what the president would say. I think he could, he's the last line of truth for us.
That's just how the chips fall.
Yeah, and then
you did mention China, by the way. I know you're about to get to the meat and potatoes, but Davil mentions China stopped buying oil that kept the price that to the $80 to $90 barrel.
That's what I said too. That's what I was saying to you too. China, one of the reasons why it's not so high right now is because China converted to a lot of electric cars, and their demand for buying oil went down because they were kind of becoming a little more self-sufficient, and they weren't exporting and stuff like that. But you kind of ruined the bit. But I was going to say, but Trump said, "Yep, we're bombing Iran." So that's kind of the three things. It's like, all right, we got the news saying it, we got the video proof, and now we got the fuck. It's I guess we're back in war again.
Is there any the word? This is the wrong term. Forgive me though, average Joe again. What is the fucking Band-Aid that will stop this endless bleeding that has us spending our dollars to such an abundance every day just to get to work? Is it to finally just destroy or is the market just completely manipulated that we're just given an illusion that there is a solution?
Well, along those lines with money and is there a solution, Pete Hegseth was up in front of the Senate, Congress earlier. Essentially, they're the Secretary of War. They're trying to get $68 billion more coming to their department, for defense and stuff like that. And he gets questioned, and this is his response to some of these things. And we don't get an answer. It feels like it's like, just tell us yes or no. I'm not going to keep interjecting here.
You're requesting roughly $68 billion for the department through this supplemental, correct?
67, yes.
Oh, well, you know what? You can have it then. No problem. I thought it was 68. That was a little too much. You're saying 67? Here you go.
And yesterday, your department stated publicly, quote, U.S. forces struck Iranian military command centers, maritime capabilities, missile and drone launch sites, and air defense systems to degrade Iran's ability to continue attacking commercial vessels. That was a press release from your department. Is that a broadly accurate characterization of ongoing operations?
Sounds about right.
That sounds broadly accurate, yes.
And on day 14 of this conflict, Mr. Secretary, day 14.
Here's the mamma jamma. Here's the kicker here. It's like, there's always a gotcha. Like, it's never just honest questioning. There's always like, all right, so you said that, so let me set this one up.
Mr. Secretary, day 14, nearly 5 months ago, you stated that Iran's military had been, quote, destroyed and, quote, made combat ineffective. That was on day 14 of the war. Was that an accurate statement?
They didn't have a Navy any longer. It was completely sunk. Their missiles were buried underneath a lot of their underground facilities, and their defense industrial base has been almost completely destroyed. So as far as a military assessment of Iran's capabilities, it didn't mean by any stretch of the imagination absolute zero, but their capabilities
Mr. Secretary,
at the lowest level
you
they've been in
stated
a very
that
long time.
on day 14 of this conflict, in the second week of the conflict, you stated that Iran's military had been, quote, destroyed and, quote, made combat ineffective. Was that an accurate statement? Yes or no?
Iran's ability to challenge the United States of America at the level at which we're capable of.
That's not what I asked you, Mr. Secretary. You said on day 14.
This guy, this is Hegseth, right?
Yep.
He took that question, and what he did was he created a fucking a non-answer, laminated the floor with it, put on some fucking tapping shoes, and danced all over that bitch. This is the most obvious non-answer I've fucking ever heard, and it's infuriating. It's, no pun intended, gaslighting, bro.
Yeah. But it is politics. So let me ask you this then. If they said on day 14, like, oh, boys, we still got some work to do, as opposed to saying, yep, nope, we've crushed it, everything's good to go, nothing more to worry about, nothing to see here. If they said, yeah, we feel like we got a lot of it, but there's still a lot more out there, I don't think that would have changed this guy's position in not liking it.
Given, but I think for the sake of the people, the constituents, yes, and Wolf Raza, we are a voice of the people style show. Okay, you guys are truly the captains of the ship, so your voice is important. We do have phone lines that go up later. Thank you for joining us. I just would hope, out of respect for the people that helped put that man in his position of immense power, to be straight with us, the people. Fuck what the guy's gonna do with politicizing whatever he's gonna do. It's what they fucking do. I just wish he would be straight with us, because that's infuriating. That doesn't give any further insight as to what the next day is going to look like at the pump, except that it's going to be the same or worse.
Yeah, and you have to think this plays into people's psyches as far as the midterms and old wars of past, Iran, stuff like that. These, quote, forever wars that they keep drilling into our heads. Like, people don't want to see that. And when you keep giving these non-answers, it does feel like, oh shit, you're setting us up to just kind of do this. And not only did you not, tell us, oh shit, there's more to go through, or just give us a little more of a clear answer, but the reason why they're asking you this question right now is because you're asking for $67 billion more. $67 billion more, rather.
And then, briefly. Okay,
like,
look.
Fuck.
It been said over and over, and thank you, Davil, for joining us here. Thank you for subscribing. It goes a long way, guys.
We're also live on Rumble right now, too, by the way.
We are live on Rumble, as a matter of fact, because we have a lot of issues with YouTube. They don't like us very much. Sometimes we get shadow banned. Sometimes, let's just say, yeah, we get pegged by YouTube a smidge. But again, we appreciate a like, a subscribe, and your engagement, your voice is, again, the most important thing. And shout out, I see somebody, I don't want to ever be accused that we're being biased and not hearing anybody else's position. Something Dark City, you said Trump sucks. By all means, while I voted for the guy and I have my own qualms about him, I still support him, which leads me to where I'm going with this very thing. So they say they need $67 billion to what? Continue this forever war?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily just for the war, but it's for the Department of War. So, I mean, you could obviously rationalize that a lot of that money is going to go towards this, but there's probably other things it goes towards.
Would it be considered anti-American? Would it be considered anti-conservative if I express that, I don't fully understand why that amount is what's necessary? Or like, is that me just kind of volunteering for us to be weaker?
I don't think it makes, like, if you're saying I don't want you to have that amount, it might make an stat. But if you're just simply asking why that amount is, I don't think that makes you any less conservative or more left just by asking, what do we need this money for? I think that's a fair question. It's our money. We can ask that question. You deserve the answer to that, but it seems as if we don't get the answer, though.
So therein lies the problem. Here's the people that they know we put them there, or at least we have the illusion of that, and they're playing the fucking game with the non-answers, and it's just not good enough. I wish people on everybody's side, the people on the Democrat side calling each other out, I wish people on the Republican side, on Hex's little administration or his people, would say, you know what, this is not a satisfactory answer for the people who are hurting out there. And any influence from outside foreign countries is sickening. You all can make of that what you will. I am not referencing any one. It takes two to fucking tango. But we're all exhausted. And I see the comments saying, I'm tired. I'm done paying for this. I'm tired. We should not be influenced by another country, this and that.
I don't think that we are being, like, is that in the the pie chart of percentages and how much this lends itself to the reason why we're over there? Sure, I think it makes up a few percents, but if you look at Trump's past and just him talking about Iran and Iran having nukes, I think he almost looks like a guy looking for an excuse. So, like, that excuse could be like, you could give him a 1% reason why you should be like, all right, okay, let's take it, like the worst bet ever. But because he wants it so bad, he's just waiting for just one drop of something he can use to justify why he wants to go over there. So I can't get behind, and I don't get behind the idea that Netanyahu and Israel, like, do it, Trump, do it. Are they giving him information that maybe makes him seem more confident? Sure, but I don't think, at the end of the day, I don't think Trump is somebody that you can tell what to do at all.
I want to believe that to the bottom of my heart. I've come to the conclusion that every single country with any amount of money, power, and influence are trying to get in his ear. I think they're all guilty. Every Middle Eastern country, every Saudi prince, and including Netanyahu, all of them from all sides, all the propaganda. That's why I always get confused and a little triggered when people claim to be for America first, but they point at they only point at one thing and just cherry pick and ignore every other thing that could be a factor.
Soon I'm going to have a drop, like a little audio drop bumper for, like, the phone lines are open, call 9. I'm going to have that. So they are up. Just real quick, we're just going to test the waters to see if anybody wants to have their opinion in on this. We're going to give it a few moments because of the delay, because, like, whatever you guys see, it's like 5 or 30 seconds behind. So we'll wait for that to catch up. But yeah, Eli, would you like us to see, do you want the U.S. to be completely out of it? You want us to drop right away? Do you want us to, do the thing where we remove Iran from complete nuclear capabilities, whatever that is supposed to mean. Like, what is your
all right? If I'm to feel
perfect world?
like I'm a representative of America first, then I have the coldest response ever, and I'm taking a lot of things into account. I'm already I know, okay, there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to be universally respected and agreed with. I accept that. I am not in a position of power. All I have is my opinion. How long have we been fucking concerned about Iran having a nuke? It seems like it's been a long time, and I've seen a lot of data to show me why I should be concerned about this, and then I don't really question why I fixate on it so much, but then I have flashbacks of the WMDs of the 9/11 days with fucking Bush and the sponge cake shit. So I have a very mixed bunch of ingredients in this bag of the mush that is my brain before I give a definitive answer. If I knew all it would take is to give massive destruction to Iran to make things better for this country, I'd say fuck yeah, but that wouldn't make me morally right. So there's a duality that I have not fully really bend the knee to. I don't know what the right answer is. I really don't.
I could be very easily swayed. Well, not easily swayed, but I'm open to more understanding on this topic. But regardless of U.S. intervention happening in the Middle East, it still appears to me like the Middle East mindset of how they view America would be closely the same. I don't think because we've bombed them and because we've done other things there, that's why they don't like America and they're, like they're angry at that. It seems like a lot of their ideologies clash with our ideologies.
Now this is an area where I have a bit more confidence. And again, we have open phone lines for a reason. If anything I say you find to be offensive or absolutely wrong, you can call the number that's on the screen now. I don't think it needs to be read out. If you're blind, my apologies. But this is where I agree. We do have an absolute ideological barrier of morals, motives, and how we live. The civilization of the West versus the Middle East, they don't mesh very well at all. And I don't want to have to always pull the card of look at Europe, look at Canada, look at all of these other countries that are now being slowly incepted and invaded. And that to some people is very, very volatile language. It's not my intention, but it's what I see.
This is going to sound a little unfair here, but let's just concede to the idea that the only reason they're angry with us, excuse me, in a lot of a lot of the more fervent Muslim religions, they're angry at U.S. and Western ideology and culture. But let's just say they're mostly mad at us because we've bombed them. Doesn't that make more of a reasoning as to why they shouldn't then I don't want to play like fair and not fair, but like if I bombed you, and then you keep telling me, Josh, go fuck, I swear if I get an opportunity. And then, I just give you a bomb. Aren't I kind of like I know what's going to happen. I'd rather you not ever have a bomb because I've bombed you and picked on you. Now that I know that once you have a bomb, you're probably going to want to retaliate somehow. So let's just concede to that idea that, that being true, why would we then want them to have nuclear weapons as well?
That's the last thing I want, especially when I factor in the history that will forever permeate, our books collectively as a world, as a country. I'm going as far back, and I cannot pretend again. I am no professional philosopher. I'm just a fucking layman over here. The Crusades started as a retaliation against this clash we're very much describing right now between the theology and ideology of their way of thinking versus our way of thinking. I've seen examples. We have examples of cohabitation, coexistence, but I think in 2026 we're seeing examples where it is being taken advantage of when we are letting them in. And I think if we were to look at the opposite, it's not true. I don't think their borders are very open, but people are also not fleeing to go there. They're trying to come here, which feeds this whole conspiracy, which I feel stupid saying, that they're trying to take over from within. So we do have a fundamental problem, and I don't know the answer. I don't know how to address it perfectly. And no, I don't want them to ever have a fucking bomb that would lead us to being destroyed.
Yeah. I feel I'm going to say the same thing. I feel the same sentiment. It's a weird thing to have. Like, on either end, whether I concede that, yes, we've bombed them and that's why they're mad, or I don't concede and I stick with my thought process of, well, they just don't like Western ideology. Both of those two scenarios still, in my opinion, don't equate to them being rational towards us with a bomb. So
yeah,
I'm sorry, with nuclear capabilities rather.
And based on everything that we just kind of recapped to get back to this conversation, and it becomes a loop. I don't see enough examples throughout history to present day where there is a happy ending. And I'm tired of forever wars because they're just damn near guaranteed becoming these proxies of forever funneling people that want wars to just keep on with the keeping on, because it keeps the money flowing, the blood shedding, and everything is as it's supposed to be. And I don't want to believe that that's what our status quo is. But it feels like it is ever since I've been alive, at least.
Yeah, that's a whole thing in and of itself. We got some foreign things to worry about, but hey, you're in luck. We have our own crazy people on this side of the land to worry about too. You know, homegrown crazy motherfuckers. You know, that maybe want to bomb and blow up the immigration building. Let's just say. You know,
in Minecraft.
Oh,
gotcha. Look, quick shout outs to names I haven't seen. What's up, AKSE5XE, Mr. Mundane, Anarchy JP, and DeVille. Thank you guys for joining us. All right, keep it on, brother.
Guys, we got about 70 of you hanging out right now. If each one of you could hit that like button, it would go a long way to help us out if you're enjoying it. And if you hate us, well, then I guess you got to hit the dislike button. But we'd much rather you hit the like button.
Yes, just help us battle the devil that is the shadow ban of the algorithms that is YouTube, because we say things they don't like if they've made that clear.
Here we go. So have you even seen this video yet?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
So this is the video of the guy who tried to, do harm to the immigration building. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so we can see.
All right, so here's another approach where, again, I just throw it up to the masses. I'm a layman, and this is my first time viewing this. I heard something about it, but no more than that.
This guy right there. I'm running. Throw something. It's very haphazardly. So you saw all the liquid spill out, but then there's
I surely did.
If you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these other like smaller bottles. I think those are also filled with gasoline. So it was just a big. It was a big like Home Depot bucket full of gasoline. Dumps it out. Crazy standing that close to it too, and just sets it on fire.
Holy shit! Oh, he didn't get set.
You know, it's like. It seems like a horrible. I would almost chalk that up to like a fake, like something fake happening. Because if this guy really wanted to do damage, why do it so far away from the building? You know, like, why don't you run up right to the glass and do it right there or something like that? Like, what is that? Like, what is burning concrete going to do?
Well, I mean, you said there was possibly 4 other bottles there, so there's enough there to at least somewhat guarantee damage.
Yeah, I suppose. It says people were injured. We can read into it a little more. I don't know who exactly was injured. So after,
now, who is this perpetrator, or am I getting ahead of myself?
No, you're not. You're not. You're actually getting ahead of me too, because I have no fucking clue.
Because we have again, AKSE5XE saying Antifa set fire to ICE headquarters, and I don't want to say that just for the sake of describing a narrative that would benefit me, because I have my own personal issues and biases.
Here we go.
With Antifa.
Here we go. Former U.S. Army soldier has been arrested after igniting a fire in front of a federal building in New York City. So says the FBI. Let me send this so we can pull this up on the old program.
Did he get like fucking psyoped, or is he just like a few screws loose, or he's just really pissed?
He in my opinion, it sounds like a Spanish dude. He might be, like someone who is on, more of the left. Like, there are people who are in the military who still see themselves as left-leaning. So not everybody in the military is right, and especially maybe after they come out. But there you go. I'll go back to that article. I'll read a little more of this. I just want to pull that title up so we can see it.
Yeah, I'd say that's default seditionist.
Yeah. Andrew Arabica, califragilisticexpialidocious. He was 43 years old, allegedly shot a pellet gun and set off fireworks on Monday morning at 26 Federal Plaza, where the FBI and ICE and U.S. Citizenship Immigration Services have offices. They tackled him, yeah. So actually, we can play that. We can keep playing that because they do apprehend him right away. Look at this.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he nearly set his ass on fire.
Oh my God!
Did. I almost thought for a split second he was one of those Buddhist protest. There's been a few people who have recently just kind of lit themselves on fire. Yes, while sitting there. Remember that one guy who did it in front of what was that government building? Maybe 2 years ago.
Are you talking about Tiananmen Square?
No, man, I'm not talking about Tiananmen Square. I'm recently, that white guy did it in front of Washington D.C. or something like that.
2 years ago to 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking. Yeah,
that's a hell of a way to go.
Well, better that than trying to harm other people.
Touche. But it is kind of hard not to harm other people when you're a human fireball walking around. Unless you can just sit there and take it like a champ.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But if you're and walk around trying to hug people,
don't go looking for hugs if you're on fire. That's my anti-terrorist statement of the evening. Brought to you by Stuck in the Middle.
This leftist on fire. All right.
That would actually be a hit.
Oh my God!
It's not running too fast. Kind of wants to get caught.
Oh my God!
Dude, I feel like I'm watching a porn with this lady.
Get away from there!
Look at them casually walking towards him.
Oh my God! Get away from there! No! Get away from there!
No, they're running towards the fire to have
he's not even leaving.
Swim in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Now he's rounding the corner. Oh no, there he is right there. They got him.
Climb up the building and set the lady on fire before. Oh, they got him already. Okay.
Get
They
away.
got him.
Oh my
They're
God!
fighting. Look at that. They're fighting the railing now too. They're battling the railing. But dude, that railing's tough as fuck though. Look at it. Look at him. Look at him trying to get the railing.
Oh my
9 times
God.
out of 10, a railing is tougher than a leftist. I mean, an Antifa-ite.
Honestly though, just as skinny. Skin and bones sometimes.
Depends on, you have your archetypes.
Yeah, for sure.
Given, yeah.
So they got his ass. That's really not much more to the video than that. I think the coolest part was the fire.
We just fire. Thank you, Beavis.
Yeah.
So, we do have the confirmation that I'll go with seditionist for sure. Once you start committing terroristic acts on our own soil and have done such a crime, you're out of here. Fuck off.
This is not breaking news, but something I had no idea. A simple sentence by itself. The fire department put out the blaze. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Cool.
Breaking news.
Fucking A. I hope they
thank
did.
God.
The
I was
fire
worried.
department-
I was looking out my window, seeing if it was trailing. You know what?
That's one of those things where you don't got to say it. Unless they didn't put out the blaze, you can just leave it. You don't got to say anything. But if they did, you say the fire department let the blaze run wild. That would be a sentence to say,
Sorry, as you know, I get... All right, Bender.
Yeah.
So just remember, we are always going to be a platform that is going to engage with everybody, and we're going to say things with our whole chest out, and the phone lines are open. So you say Trump-tards are forever domestic terrorists. I say we should be keeping our eyes on people like you, dare I say, with all due respect as somebody that doesn't know you. If you fall into the category of Antifa and support, attacking ICE and think that... well, essentially what you just watched there was some sort of pro-fucking, in the name of America or social justice. I think you're the radical, dangerous one. Persuade me otherwise, and you can call that number if you'd like to. We'll give you about 3 to 5 minutes to have a concise conversation, as we always do on this show.
You want to. Sticking with New York shit that happened, this is more so a passing story. But
was that a stray at the mayor? Because he's shit.
Well, yeah, it's about to be talking about the
Okay,
mayor.
Mandani
Yeah.
equals shit.
Yeah, he was actually trying to arrest Netanyahu. Netanyahu was in New York for a few different things, not necessarily just the World Cup, but he was there for meetings, yada, yada, yada. And Mamdani was like, you know what? If he gets here, he actually said, let's see if I can find it.
Careful, Bender. You might end up on a list somewhere showing all your support for domestic terrorism and supporting fires and departments getting blazed. Good job. America loves you, buddy. You better kiss the ground of this country every day.
He's seeking a legal loophole. He goes on to say that I believe that Prime Minister Netanyahu belongs in the Hague. Mamdani bluntly told the New York Times, referring to the United Nations International Court of Justice, he's a war criminal who has been charged by the ICC, and what you will find is that it is an opinion that is held by many purely because of what his actions have wrought over these last many years. And he goes on to talk about the genocide in Gaza, and he vowed during last year's campaign that if elected mayor of New York City, he vowed that he would have Netanyahu arrested. It's like, why is that even something to run on?
Can possibly, where we can all win here, let's say such a crazy hypothetical happens, can we have like the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other and they just arrest each other, and then somebody, ideally a tax-paying regular American citizen, walks them to the fucking precinct? Because then I'll say we all get a W out of that.
Here's a little bit of Mamdani doubling down on that thought process here. Let me go ahead and play
for the weekend, and wanted to ask you more about your conversations with the your legal department about potentially arresting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. I just want to know just what your feelings are when you look at, for example, your administration also reaching out to the Prime Minister of, the Ambassador of Iran, just how you, reconcile the two of being so critical of the Israeli Prime Minister, but at the same time meeting with the Ambassador of Iran.
So I want to first clear up a few things. Our administration did not reach out to the Prime Minister of Iran. Our administration received a request from the Iranian consulate, and as soon as I heard of that, I made it clear that we are not meeting and we will not meet with the Israeli consulate here in New York City. And when it comes
So was that a mess up, or was he talking about Iran? Because I heard that the first time, and he was talking about Iran, and so he was telling the Iranian people that he wouldn't meet with the Israeli people? I felt like he meant to say Iran again, but just kind of had a misspeak. Listen to him one more time.
I thought he was trying to say, no, I did not speak to the Prime Minister of Iran.
Yeah.
Iran.
Yeah, listen one more time.
Our administration did not reach out to the Prime Minister of Iran. Our administration received a request from the Iranian consulate, and as soon as I heard of that, I made it clear that we are not meeting and we will not meet with the Israeli consulate here in New York.
The Israeli consulate.
So that's what I'm saying. So
I think he misspoke.
Okay,
there.
yeah, because I'm almost led to believe, was the Iranian consulate reaching out and saying, "Oh, I hope you're not having a meeting with the Israeli consulate"? And he's like, "No, we're not," because that could be the case too, and that would be fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, so that being true, I just want to confirm, and this always kind of happens, so I'm not gonna lock in too much about this. AK, I'm glad that you're engaging and just kicking it with us here on the show as we do what we do. You say BB should not be arrested. He's a hero. Look, trust me.
Really?
I have ancestors that are Jewish. My father was born Jewish. Blah blah blah. I'm not Jewish. I just love my grandma, so I wear the Star of David. But in my family, we also happen to believe that BB is not good. Is not a good leader. We have our issues with him. I understand that they become like a shield towards the radical element where we all have discussed the problems where they are. But I do believe Mandani and BB, I got to be careful. I don't want to say better off, but maybe just cleaning house a little bit. And that is just my opinion.
What is the biggest, like, as far as your family goes, and maybe you're kind of like a good gauge for the rest of, or for a lot of families out there like that. But what is like the biggest gripe they have with Netanyahu?
Well, according to my father, he finds him to be far too aggressive with his means of expansion and how he.
Where's he expanded to?
I look. I cannot be as much as I love and respect my father. I can't deny
Gaza. I guess.
My opinion that he is a little. I don't want to say psyoped. He has a strong bias, which is wild to me based on his growing up, which was actually of Jewish persuasion up to a point. But he just thinks that BB's administration is corrupt, evil, and yeah, what they're doing in Gaza is horrific. And then this is where we get into uncomfortable debates, is when I propose all the things that Hamas and other, like the Free Palestine folks, what they think they're rooting for. When I propose that, he'll agree on some things, but ultimately he seems to have the strongest disdain for Netanyahu.
Right.
Yeah.
City. And when it comes to Benjamin Netanyahu, we're speaking about someone who's the subject of an international criminal court arrest warrant. And he's the subject of this arrest warrant for alleged crimes against humanity, for war crimes, and he's the architect of the genocide against Palestinians in Gaza as Israel's prime minister. These are not facts of my personal assessment. They are.
Like, is it a genocide in Gaza? Like the fact that he's using those words?
I know
he's
it's
the
very
architect
popular
of the
to say
genocide
that.
in Gaza. Well, I know it's popular on one side and I guess a little bit on the right, but I'm just asking a honest question. I'm not asking it with a bias. I'm just asking, is that what's, it seems they're both going back and forth at each other.
Yeah, it's another forever war from literally almost damn near day one, where I'd say both sides have proven that they can be capable of evil. And I just feel the need to preface that the Netanyahu administration should not be an entire representation of, like, fucking Israel. And I know when I say this shit, people are like, oh, that's it. Now he's defending. No, I'm not. I'm just saying America first. We don't want any outside influence. Let's stand on that shit. And yes, I do have my issues with the subversion and conquering from Islamic powers, the radical elements. So I'm calling out both sides. This is a show called Stuck in the Middle. That's where I stand.
Are facts of public record. And I believe that when someone is charged with an international criminal court warrant, it's something that should be taken seriously, whether it's Benjamin Netanyahu or it's Vladimir Putin or whomever else. What I've also made clear is that my administration will follow all applicable local laws. That is our commitment. That is something that we will follow through on when it comes to an adherence to local law. And that's all I have to add.
This is a wild take from a mayor candidate running. Like, dude.
He's not a mayor candidate. He is the mayor, yeah.
He is the mayor. Yeah. This is a wild thing to be throwing out there as your priorities.
Well, we see
when
this
already all of your overpromises.
We saw with Thomas Massey in Tennessee, where he's, it was like, I'm gonna get the Israeli government out of our politics. Like somebody running in a state is running on the thought of doing something to Israel, or at least like that. How does that help your state, man?
Exactly.
You're just getting virtue signal points.
That's essentially where I'm kind of defaulting to, is focus on what is nearest to you. You can have the big picture moment if you can have a good example of fixing where you are in charge. And so far, from what I've seen outside of whatever policies he's maintaining that's winning the damn kids over, is that he is essentially a fucking socialist communist that is supporting some dangerous rhetoric, in my opinion. While he's not entirely wrong about having his qualms and biases and issues with BB, he doesn't have his fucking eye on the prize when it comes to taking care of New York and promising free shit. And, I think I'm looping at this point.
I'll go out on a limb here and say that maybe the vast majority of things that he talks about and speaks on, they have to do with New York. I'll grant that. I'll say that. And maybe all we're seeing is, the clickbaity type things that he talks about from some of these pressers. Like, maybe that's all we're getting. Cool. I could grant that. But still, that doesn't kind of negate the idea that, it seems like a lot of these folks are running on things that are outside of America. And maybe that's just what we do now in politics.
Yeah, I guess that which would equate, appearing like you're looking at the forest for the trees, like, oh, look, his vision is so grand in scope, so this is a vote for the greater good. No, man, like, be practical and take care of your own house, which is our house. My brother is one of his constituents, didn't vote for the fucker. Please show that you can do the job there. And then as it goes, you kind of climb up the fucking ladder, even though I'd say, not on my watch, you piece of shit.
CNN had somebody on just to really shut that idea down, and boy, did they ever. Did they shut that idea down quick?
So, Ellie,
hey,
give us a reality
easy.
check.
It's okay with the blocking. Bender, you can trip the fuck out all you want. I leave it, Shamrock. We trust you. If he starts to harass you, do what you need to do. But regardless of anybody that doesn't agree with us that wants to let that out, that's okay.
They can disagree. Just don't, say things that go against terms of service, and don't harass other people. But I am open to harass you. Like, you can literally call the line and harass me, no problem. You can call and harass Eli. Harass us. Just don't harass the mods or the other chatters. That's fine. And don't say things that go against terms of service. Other than that, should be fine.
That's all we ask.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty easy. All right. On to this guy.
So, Ellie, give us a reality check here. Can Mamdani have Netanyahu arrested?
Absolutely not. It is utterly ridiculous for the mayor of New York City to even suggest that he might have the authority to order the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu.
Three of them have a smirk on, and she kind of has this, like, fuck you.
A very scoured face.
Yeah, he can. Yes, he can.
Netanyahu or any visiting foreign head of state. First of all, the mayor of New York City has zero law enforcement authority. He does not tell the Manhattan DA, the NYPD, who to arrest, who to indict. Second of all, this warrant that we're talking about here was issued by the ICC, the International Criminal Court, which we are not signatories to here in the United States. So that warrant issued by the ICC has zero legal effect here in the United States. In fact, we have a federal law here in the U.S. passed 24 years ago that says, if necessary, the president can send military troops to pull our people and our allies out of the ICC. So that warrant has zero impact. And third and finally, Brianna, the Constitution is quite clear that the conduct of foreign diplomacy, foreign affairs, is entirely up to the federal government. It's certainly not up to local and county governments in New York City or elsewhere. So I know the mayor's having his best lawyers look at this right now. Let me save them some time. You do not have the authority to do this.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to propose that this entire fucking play that Mamdani is doing, he knows that it's very much in style right now. I think he knows what the fuck he's doing. So his whole campaign, all of these speeches equate to me, him using TikTok brain.
Yeah.
He knows it's clippable. He knows it's going to make the rounds, and he thinks that's going to carry him. And fuck you for that.
Yes.
He's taking advantage of the ignorance and stupidity that is widespread, even though he knows he can't do fuck all of what he's promising, which is the majority of the things he's promising as a platform. Bear that in mind while you think you support him. If you do, call and convince me otherwise. But I'm telling you, he's no fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, and just, yeah, exactly. You pretty much said it. Just to kind of further and agree with you, like, do we really think that he doesn't know all this already?
Yeah, he has to.
He's shown. He has people
capable.
who say, "Hey, before you speak, let me look it over and make sure that what you're like." You know, like, he doesn't just go on and free ball. For the most part, like, he's briefed with what to say and how to say it. He has lawyers probably at the ready with what he can and cannot say. He already well knew before this that he couldn't do anything. This was just this, like, bravado. This was just this, like I'm advertising myself kind of thing. Like, look at me, look what I want to do. I'm playing to you guys' emotions. Like, and
he's doing
but it does both though. That's what's fucked up. Like, it plays to the people who like him. They're like, yes, yes, and it rage baits people like us. Like, fuck you, you can't do that. You know, and because we don't know the law, like, this guy just kind of broke it down, we get kind of outraged. Like, how dare you say that? With our first inkling, had we known this, we were like, nope, he's bluffing. He knows he can't do this. Like, you know, as opposed to falling for the outrage, you know, staying above it, so to speak.
I propose that this is just an example of how he's been able to get to the point that he is. Like, a lot of his promises are baseless. And again, all respect, Kaiser, welcome to the show. He has now decided he cannot arrest him, by the way. So I think that's you trying to kind of sweep for him, making the mistake of saying so very publicly, or maybe you're acknowledging that he's treating everybody like a bunch of idiots. He knows that only the feds can. That being said, he is a great mayor. New York City is up right now. Well, your opinion is accepted. My brother, who lives in Brooklyn, would absolutely unequivocally disagree with you. So opinions, we all got them.
Forgive me for repeating this if Eli just said the same thing, but he knew well, like he didn't just decide now. He knew, probably before he even made that statement that he could not arrest him. But by making that statement, he gains, fandom from his followers and rage from his haters, his detractors. So just saying that gets him kind of in the news cycle, kind of gets his name out there, makes him seem like he's fighting for justice, and then other people get mad at him. It really is it's a good play. It's a good play to do.
It's a dance for the algorithm, and there was something I was trying to force in there, but essentially, I don't know. I've made it clear where I stand. I am not a huge fan. And he has strategists. He has think tanks. He has somebody who recommends what he wears that would be most appealing to the people. He just knows that this is something that would go viral. And that, to me, is insulting to people that voted for him to enact actual policy. That's all.
Well, it feels like we have a New York State of mind vibe right now, because something else, or rather someone else from New York City, made the news, and not for necessarily the best of news. AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
God, I remember when she first came out, when I was a progressive, she was one of my favorites.
Oh, I'm sure.
I even liked that cringy ass music video where she was dancing for free healthcare, and now I can't stand her. What'd she do now? Would she do another music video?
I was gonna say, you probably, if she had rock star posters, you probably would have posters on your wall. It'd have been the whole 9 yards. I love you, AOC. She was like a Backstreet Boy.
Yeah, back at that. Yeah, sure. Maybe I had a little AOC tramp stamp that I had lasered off.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, except for me.
Yeah. What she did. So we know you for sure, Eli. You know what a good pander is. You love a good pander. There was we had a pander for views challenge. We did one where you drank out of a Coke bottle. Should we show the Coke bottle pander?
Oh God, no!
No, you don't see the Coke bottle pander? Okay,
I was missing a fucking tooth at that time. That was embarrassing.
My heart will go on.
Yeah, I remember it very well. It's ingrained in my brain.
Listen, that was your idea. I didn't make you do that whatsoever.
I know. No accusations here.
And the fact that you were such a trooper that we did it twice, because the first time was kind of meh, and I don't know what we did the second time to make it really go. Maybe you shook it or something like that. But the second time
I dropped more Mentos in the fucker.
Second time was money. You got the money shot.
Yep.
You're no stranger to pandering, right?
Not at all.
We know politics are no stranger to the pander. May I present to you one Hillary Rodham Clinton?
Oh, she's the inventor of the solid pander.
Yes, especially the racial pander. I love a good racial awkward pander, because they just they kind of give you a little bit of douche chills. I
got to give a shout out to somebody that I've come to respect a lot. Martin's daddy, we appreciate you here, man. Keep up God's work. He's saying our biggest fan is upset that we do better content. I don't want to give him any clout, because
I was gonna say, upset at what? I try to leave him a nice comment. I was trying to engage in his previous live when he was sniping us. I was trying to be cool show. So that's a bummer, man. I'm sorry to hear he's upset, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, you just said it has triggered his Wibble tears. And he panders to Trump's jockstrap, LOL. Yeah, I'm not going to say his keywords, but thank you. And keep up, God's work there, because that is a very sad person, and we deduced that he just didn't get a lot of love and attention.
I've come to the idea 100% that the reason why he acts out to get attention is because when he was growing up, dealing with his parents, or whatever parental figure he had, they were preoccupied with whatever their life was going on, and not even rightfully so. Like they were maybe caught up in drugs, they were caught up in whatever.
Maybe we don't know. Yes,
no, I'm
exactly.
saying like they were caught up in something to where they couldn't give their time and energy to the person we're talking about. And the only way this person ever got any type of attention was if they acted out negatively. And then like, oh, what are you doing? And then they got attention. And then over time they realized, well, if I do bad things, if I act like this, people will look at me. And that thing has carried over into adulthood. And now we have the person that we're talking about where baby, and then, oh, look at me. But when all it really is like, oh man, hey dude, you're all right, bro.
Yeah, just wants attention at the end of the day.
It's cool.
You know?
It's cool. I got you, man. I got you, dude. I'll give you some attention. It's no problem, man. You're doing a really good job, man. You're doing a really good job.
I can hear him fapping from here. All right.
Keep it up. So let's play Hillary Rodham real quick. This is a classic clip. I wasn't able to. I just forgot to find the clip where she pulls the hot sauce out of her purse. Remember that one? Oh
God, yeah, of course.
But like, I don't think that was as egregious as this one right here.
Super predators?
Super predators?
Yeah, that's what Hillary once said, right? They aren't right when she was referring to black Americans and crime back in the late 90s. She called them super predators. That's a Democrat.
Like in a good way, like Superman?
No, don't you shit on Superman, brother. No,
I'm not.
Meant like
Superman is a positive thing. I'm not shitting on him
exactly.
at all.
No. She made a negative thing by calling then the overwhelming statistical black on black crime as a super predator issue.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton said that.
I know.
Hillary Clinton said they're not just a normal predator. They actually have better abilities to be the best predator. They're super predators.
You added a lot of words.
Well, I'm just trying to paint a picture.
They're not just predators. They're super predators.
But like super as in like yay, or like super as in like skills. You know what I mean? Like you're a super
skills to do crime.
Got you.
So not
like you're a super predator. Yeah, you're super. It's not like that. It's not like that kind of super.
Yeah, no, not like you're super girlfriend. No, more like
it's like
you're
when
super at committing crimes and like
when you soup up your car, like you've souped it up, you've enhanced its abilities. So I'm super predator.
As long as the end goal is breaking the law and
for sure.
Wanton destruction, all that super.
Okay. All right,
in a super fragilistic kind of way.
Super. Thanks for asking. Okay, so Hillary Rodham doing the damn thing. I think you know what? I even think I have this.
I don't feel no ways tired.
I've had that drop forever. Here we go.
God.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from.
I come too far from where I started. Like her voice is the most annoying part. Not even like the black accent.
That was awful.
It's not even done yet. We got 6 seconds in, dude. The awful goes for another 30.
I may have completely forgotten that this happened. So I thank you and fuck you for this refresher.
Sit back and relax, my man. Sit back and relax.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
You better thank a union member.
Why? Who told her, like, you should put on a black affectation, like really sell it, I hope it wasn't this guy back here, this black guy, because he's laughing and smiling the whole time. Or
he's probably, I got her to do it.
Yes.
You goddamn morons.
Yeah, that's what she got him to do.
You're so stupid.
That's Cenk Uygur just freaking out.
Yeah, okay, yes,
you barbaric idiots. God
that's right.
damn you.
That was after what was it? Hamas committed actual terrorism, and he was calling them out.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Who's that?
Yeah, no, not in style to do that. Who?
Yeah, who's that?
Blah, blah, blah.
I have no idea.
Blah, blah, blah.
Come on. I'll tell you, it's politics related.
I have no fucking clue.
Greta Thunberg.
Oh, that's good. Oh, okay, now.
Remember? Blah, blah, blah. This is all politics related. How about this one?
Do not come.
That's Kamala, brother.
Okay, all right. That's it. Okay, good. All right, that's all I want. That's all. I just want to make sure you're paying attention. That's all. All right, let's finish her black scent real quick.
To leave me.
You better thank.
Oh, I guess that was it. I thought. Does it go back to it? No, it's just Kamala. She's allowed to do black scent. I don't know why that's a thing on here because she's black. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's no like.
There's people that are trying, like what Candace Owens. Not that I give a fuck about this particular story, but she tried to entirely erase her mother's identity, insinuating because she's mixed, and so she was trying.
Even if you're mixed and you're half black, you could do black scent. You could be
Yeah,
black.
you'll get more of a pass.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm just saying, like, Candace Owens was trying to say that, like, her mother never existed or some crazy shit, but hey, that's Candace Owens.
Yeah, there you go. Her mother never existed and also had a penis.
Yeah.
And also the mother got Erica Kirk unalive her mother too. So it's so deep while flying with an Egyptian airplane.
I was gonna with a swarm of bees inside of the flying airplane that were knitting a maroon sweater at the same time.
Prove me wrong. Show me that didn't happen.
I'm only proposing statements that could be perceived as questions to some.
That's it, man. That's it. So that was that. Hillary Clinton is like, if you looked at the Mount Everest of political black sense, it'd just be Hillary right now, I think, right? You know, Mount Everest. I said, God damn it, not Mount Everest. Mount Rushmore. Mount Everest.
Oh, okay. Damage Inc. 113. Is she really black? Has no one fact checked that I don't believe has a black gene in her whole body.
How about this? How about she's black passing? We can just say she's black passing, maybe.
I hate political correctness, but I haven't looked up any fucking evidence. I just think she kind of looks black, but I'm not gonna die on any hill for it.
So
because it affects me none.
There's two separate clips of this. Apparently, she's debuted the accent twice, and to be fair, I think in this clip it's a little more difficult to tell the accent. I think this maybe had been a little bit of a stretch, but I'd rather play this one first and then the better one second, and not fizz out on one that's not a black scent. So, but people are saying she did it here. A lot of big X accounts are sharing it. She did it. So you be the judge. You tell me if you hear a black scent.
And we need a firewall against an administration that is hell-bent on tearing down.
The only part that I noticed it was need. We need like that.
She gave me like the Black Pastor vibes.
A firewall.
We need another uprising, brother.
Hell-bent on tearing down in 4 years what it took this country.
Yo, I didn't see this lady right here, dude. This bitch looks pissed.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd like to believe she's like, bitch, what are you doing?
Hell bent on tearing down in
she's
4
pissed.
years.
She's not even smiling. She's not looking. Now she's frowning. She ain't even.
250 years.
People are standing up around her.
To those of you that have seen the movie Obsessed, you know the face I'm referring to. That's become a very popular meme. That's it right there. She is upset. It's funny. It's funny to watch.
She's upset.
And we need a firewall.
She's not even like.
That is hell.
She's not even. Are you happy to be here? Could you maybe switch with somebody who's like, woo, AOC? Hey, can we get fucking smug face out of here, please? Can we get someone who really likes AOC? Why are you here?
I think she's trying to indicate to the camera, like when it locks on, she's gonna blink twice to insinuate she's in danger, because clearly she's not there of her own volition.
I'm a strong, independent woman. That's the job we need right now.
That's my line.
You are fake news.
We don't have it.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Tearing down in 4 years.
All right, so that's the one. I didn't notice this this mean mug until just now, but
yeah, dude, damn.
That really stole the show on that clip. That kind of now I feel like we should have ended with that clip because of mean mug there, but all right.
Yeah, well, yeah, now I maybe want like that as my desktop background, but anyway, I bet you the audio we're about to hear, well, we're gonna see a video too.
Yeah,
is the AI clip I saw because there was a clip I did see. Yep, that's it.
So
where AOC was in full dreadlocks and in I was like, this is AI, but the voice is real.
Oh, I got you. So you heard. Got it. At first, I thought what you heard was complete bullshit. You're like, the AI video, but what you're saying is they used the actual audio.
Yeah, they overlaid it, an AI version of AOC dressed all like ghetto twerking. Yeah,
that's funny. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, it was.
Here we go. So this is her. So this is it. This is the one, and it's up for you guys to be the judge if it sounds.
I don't feel no ways tired.
Like that.
Haunting.
We cannot afford to leave Tennessee behind. We cannot afford to leave Kentucky behind, Alabama behind, Mississippi behind.
She's saying behind. That's what, that's the, yeah.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
You other birds can't
deny. If your state gets left behind. Yeah.
You're going to do some time because it's statistically probable that you will.
Or you get, okay, that's it. Sprung.
Crime time.
To leave Tennessee behind. We cannot afford to leave Kentucky behind, Alabama
oh my
behind,
God, shut up.
Mississippi behind, Georgia behind, South Carolina behind.
I don't feel no ways tired.
Behind. She did
okay.
it. That was black scent, right? That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
She's summoning some spirit of a pastor from somewhere in the Nether realms.
Hill dog, Pastor Hill dog.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's possibly the overuse of the word behind that maybe makes it up to snuff with how bad Hillary's southern accent was.
But it's behind. It's the way behind
every single fucking time. But yeah.
I don't want to hear her say we've left Mississippi behind. We've left this behind. Like we kind of make it like now we'd be like, what up? Shut up, cracker. You sound so white, loser. Like it's no win for her either way. You know what I mean? Like even if she said it properly behind, we'd be like, ew, that sounds weird.
I mean, she is a walking L. That she's not going to accumulate any W's anytime soon.
You suck either way.
Boring. And she's acting all bashful when asked about running for president. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here already.
Yeah.
You've had so much time in some influential seat of power, and you've done essentially nothing with it, but cried a lot and made a music video. Shut the fuck up.
Do you want to? So, I guess what we can finish off with is the pronoun tantrum and the Sunny Houston thing, but I want to get to our new boy who's on the old Candace train. Unless you want to break up some of the serious stuff with a Sunny Houston or a pronoun thing, you tell me. I was about to play a bumper, but a good thing I asked. What do you think?
Well, here, boss, you cannot be a coward, and you can call us unless you want to keep on staying behind the safety of your keyboard and, hey, anonymity. I think it's the account of the same guy that was in here bitching and crying or whatever, calling us domestic terrorists, and now he's here with another account. Just stop being a pussy. Call in. We can have a conversation. We won't even be insulting. There's a whole phone number here for you. Okay.
People are afraid to call in.
At hand. Yeah, it's the same fucking person. She can do whatever she wants with you. You've made it clear you're an entire loser, and I'm sorry that you're still a virgin at 54.
Damn, you know their age too?
All of it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're on that list.
All right. So that was okay. Do you want to get to the Robert O'Neill stuff, or do you want to do Sunny Houston or the pronoun tantrum? The pronoun tantrum is going to be fun.
Yeah, let's jump to the tantrum right quick. for a little fun.
All right, and then you want to get back to the seriousness with the Robert O'Neill thing? Because it might be, well, I guess it's kind of like goofing on him serious, so it's not too bad. All right, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Pronoun
Okay, so
tantrum coming our
this
way.
particular clip, I don't know if it's at the ready, but I can almost guarantee no matter where you came from, you have already seen this because it is all over the place on X and all the social medias. And if this is like somebody that you feel represents your demographic, I just have pity.
It's almost like a
that's
skit.
not an insult. And I'm not saying you think exactly like this person, but just know, like, these are the optics of what people think when they see this as a representation of your side.
It's almost like a skit too, like the way it goes. Like,
And I wish it were. Truly, we'd be less deranged if it were.
Let me see if I can pull
Like
full
the
screen.
fact that people literally go around like this, like that. What's that dumb bitch, Lily Taylor or whatever, has an entire TikTok career going around pretty much gaslighting people into misgendering it, so that they can try to go viral each and every time and get pity donos. I cannot believe that there is such a huge portion of the younger generation that flocks to that shit, and these are the same people that are making up mental illnesses to have a channel to get their own pity donos. We're cooked.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go a little full screen on this so we can see it a little better. I'm gonna kind of hop back and forth that we don't get whacked, but I don't think we'll get whacked anyway. So here
No, I wouldn't. Or I certainly wouldn't think so. This is a journalist source posted on X, and I have not seen the entirety of this clip, only the first, like, 5 seconds or so.
Oh, it's good. It's good. And remind me before we leave tonight, I have one more great clip to play you too that kind of involves something similar. I don't want to do it after this. I mean, we could if we wanted to, but I'd maybe rather not. But all right. I'm going to go ahead and flip over full screener. Fade out the waiting music.
Justin Degina, I like your name. How can you misgender something? Let's find out, shall we?
Oh, yes.
Alpha 73.
Oh, let me go forward because they do that thing where they play like a few seconds.
Yeah, the end at the beginning.
I'm going to do this so no one can see it.
And by God, am I ever truly waiting for somebody like these debates? And I'm not looking for a debate like this because it's a viral thing. It's because I'm fascinated with somebody that is poised and able to have a discussion that is willing to defend this kind of thing. You know, and I think I've seen and heard it all, but I haven't been able to have a rational debate about this very issue, which is the whole. Yeah, it's a spectrum. You know, chopping off my penis means I have a vagina. I ovulate. Yeah.
5, 4, 5, 4, 6, 3, 4.
Did you get it, or am I gonna?
Yeah, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin the number in the chat. I just want people to know that the phones are open right now. That way we
Justin,
don't gotta,
we're on the same page.
I don't gotta put this up there and kind of block off some of the screen like that. So
if you don't want to be a pussy like the last person, boss, who just likes to jump in and talk all their smack, which is absolutely invited here, we're for it. But if you want to really stick it to us and dog walk us and take all the clout, call the number. Let's hash it out.
Hash it out. All right, let's play. Go ahead. I'm gonna go back to full screen on this bad boy. We'll keep on keeping on. Here we go.
You let those kids get away with this! They are not supposed to be here!
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice.
Fucking try it.
Are you threatening me?
That's like the last thing you want to say to a cop is fucking try it. It's like, oh boy.
This is
boy.
This only feeds into. I don't even think it's a theory. This feeds into how crazy they are, or delusional. They think that their feelings and emotions over their own self-identified gibberish is precedent over reality and authority.
While I don't disagree, without that mindset, there are people who act just like this without being trans. Like they just they have this like psychotic, like you can't tell me what to do. But at least with this, we think we can pinpoint as to maybe why they're acting like that. Well, I mean, we can, because as soon as this
it's just adding a bonus.
Gets
it's like a caveat. Yeah, it's this is not indicative of any one type of person. There's all kinds of. It's a spectrum, really. But when it comes to this shit, it's just funny that this is what it's boiling down to.
I'll move over to this one again. All right, here we go.
You're threatening me. Are you threatening me? I'm just... Because I'm here right now to deal with a stolen vehicle. I ain't got time to hear you screaming and yelling.
I don't have time to constantly be abused.
We'll get OPD down here then, because I gotta work this stolen vehicle.
What do you mean, OPD?
Alpha 73 University.
He wasn't even talking to this person, right? Like, this person had nothing to do with a stolen vehicle.
I mean, what if they identified as a vehicle and were stolen?
Yeah, I identify as the vehicle's robber.
Yeah, okay, that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Unique perspective.
I identify as a GTA-er. I'm a Grand Theft Auto-er. I do Grand Theft Autos.
We don't talk about those people here, Josh.
On the daily.
No.
Okay.
No, not allowed. GTA-ers are off the table.
Can we get another unit to deal with
What?
Especially you GTA 6ers, I will have none of it.
How dare you?
Jay Lee here. He is having a breakdown.
See, you see, he said Jay Lee here. He is having a breakdown, and Jay Lee was like, Shay, you stupid fuck. No, she didn't say that part, but she was mad because she got called he.
Can we get another unit to deal with
he.
Jay Lee here? He is having a breakdown.
Leviosa.
Just say the right pronoun!
What'd you say?
Yes, Mace it.
Get down on the ground right now.
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No, just
Get down on the ground right
You
now.
have to.
leave me alone!
I can come
You
in
have
there.
to do it.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you going to calm down?
I'm getting my phone out. I have to film
I'm
this.
telling you.
I have to film this.
I will calm down. I will calm
Do you know what this is?
I
This
will
is
calm
OC
down
spray.
when you get the pepper spray out of my face.
Alpha 73.
Leave me alone.
I have.
Just please.
How does a
Oh my
person
God,
like
do it.
this manage to walk around in life and not get this freaked out by other things? You know, like it is wild.
It makes that is actually a dangerously eye-opening question, because now I'm truly wondering, how would one be so sheltered and remain this sensitive up to this point? It is truly a fascinating thing to think about.
It's almost like they're just waiting for one little thing to set them off, to act like, Shay.
And this move right here of like going for the phone to film this, is this a genuine like, I think this is gonna protect me, or maybe
Yes.
I'll go viral?
I think more so the first part than the latter. I think it's more so like, I'm protecting myself. You can't, like it's gonna, like you can't abuse me or take advantage of me. It's all on camera.
Yeah, even though the body can't. Yeah.
The whole thing's on camera. Ma'am just points to the body camera. Sir, ma'am, sir, ma'am.
Pepper spray.
Just stop pointing the pepper spray at me. I will calm down if you do that. Stop threatening me.
Yeah, lower your voice.
Do it. Spray him.
Alone.
Do you want to get
Spray him.
I mean,
please.
isn't this an example of just people, like, if they get loud, like, this person has gotten their way by acting like this thousands of times? Like, this is almost akin to the person who likes to, or was brought up by that guy's daddy. And then, like, this is like, look at me! Look at me!
And it also reminds me of there's this particular topic I'm bringing up. You'll see the similarity. It reminds me of the hack comedian that believes being loud equates funny, like, because somehow it'll hide everything else. But yeah,
Who's that?
pointless
Who's that?
anecdote. Huh?
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
What, like the comedians that they think they're funny, but they just shout
that was a
things out loud?
generalization you're saying? Like, that was
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
And one of them that I consider is Joe Rogan. Especially his last special where he copied Gringo Poppy with the...
May I ask you how long you've been watching Joe Rogan stand-up for?
Well, I've been watching him since fucking Fear Factor.
Because, like, his whole stand-up thing has always been, like, very, like...
I think he's
animated, like completely opposite of his persona on UFC. Like he gets weird and does funny faces
he
and like
humps a stool.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
stage
He gets a
time.
little, so it's a little absurd, a little like,
I used to like him, dude. I
like
do
the
not
first
anymore.
one.
I think he's like a low cow almost.
I like the one that came out in 2009. Like I was never a big Joe Rogan stand-up comedian fan. I never but I did start to really like him on his podcast, obviously, but I was never like a big oh, he's hilarious. I never really, was like, yeah. I didn't watch him on news radio. I didn't like news radio because he was on there. Fear factor was whatever. It's more so the people who were doing the crazy shit than the host. So he was never really on my mind until like that podcast started to happen. And I don't even remember how.
Which he stole the idea from Tom Green entirely. And it's recorded forever when he was there.
Technically speaking, he stole the idea from Steve Jobs, but he was inspired by Tom Green's own personal space. He was inspired by Anthony Cumia, and when Anthony Cumia would set up his whole show, his little compound thing at his house, after Opie and Anthony would go off the air, he'd go home and do this there. He was inspired heavily by Anthony Cumia before Tom Green. I will go on the record.
Did you see the episode in question here?
Brother, I saw all the episodes.
Where he's on the episode of Tom Green. He's like, oh my God, look at that. Imagine the money you could make. If you have all control over all this. It's your, yeah. Okay, anyway, sorry, a little deviation. We have a little performer who screams because they don't know how else to communicate.
I hate Joe Rogan. Hate him.
Yeah, lower your voice.
Like, it's not going to go good when you say lower your voice and then they get louder. Like, okay, all right. Don't know why I said that then.
Here, hold on. Josh, we're getting the smackdown from Fiesta. This is indicative of white culture. It's funny how you guys try to separate and call them the left wing, as in they're not just weird white people. You guys gotta get it together. Fiesta, you're so fixated on the racial thing that I think it's a fetish, and every time you talk about something and make it racial, you're literally fucking jizzing buckets. Okay.
Keep going here.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Do you want to get tased?
I want you to leave me alone! You have been particularly abusing me!
If you come, if you come towards me one more time,
follow me!
You are gonna.
And stick abuse administrators!
I gotta
Don't you remember?
I gotta deal with this.
Don't you remember?
Jaylee,
he's
just freaking out.
Get away!
You don't tell me where to go.
Fuck you! Fuck you, cop!
Alpha 73 University.
I want to get away from
No,
him.
it's too late now. It's too late now. He's gonna be taken away.
Shy! He did it again. You think he did it on purpose that time? He's gonna be taken away. Shy!
I would hope that every future slight is on purpose. Disrespect that to the fullest extent of your freedom of speech.
Pretty much all we're trying to get to is when it gets physical, and then because it there's not much after the physical.
Let's get
physicality.
I just want to get away from him.
I understand that.
He needs.
Shay!
Oh my God! Wow.
Stop misgendering me! Just say she.
No.
Josh, please just tell them.
Dude, I feel you, because if I'm in that situation and I've done it, I've said I said he, not intentionally. I did it on accident because it's just habit kind of thing. And then you start yelling at me to say me it, and you need to say this. Like, I almost want to keep saying it how I'm saying it, just to spite you now for being so rude about it.
And that's across the fucking board, and I wish that point would stick with everybody that wants to have a meltdown about the particularities of certain language. Yes.
Like, oh,
keep on demonizing and saying how, oh my God, we're built wrong, we're incorrupt, and we're broken because we said something that you don't like or don't believe in. We're not fitting into your perceived narrative. Therefore, we're everything that's wrong with the world, and there's no accountability taken.
Yeah, and when you're also taught too that you're oppressed, like you're a community that is like they're, I'm not saying they're not to an extent, but there is this weird line culturally or society that we're trying to tiptoe around and figure out what is appropriate and what isn't. And it feels like they're like, everything's appropriate and we can just be out in front of you and do all this stuff. And people are trying to be like, well, no, let's try to dial back some of it. And it's just like we're, as a society right now, where we have this balancing act going on between like sane and insane.
To tie in at one of our earlier good conversations, like the forever war syndrome, this is another one that's kind of being force-fed, but I do believe, I at least I have a shred of hope in my heart that there is the logical side, dare I say, that will win, and this mental illness way of thinking will understand they cannot police and enforce how they view the world should be being a reality.
Yeah, you can't. Let's keep playing a little bit.
Use the right pronouns. Please. You know it's causing me a lot of distress.
I need you to bring it down here, though. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you very nicely.
I need to put these gloves on. I don't want to touch you.
I'll just have to Riley over here.
Not going to be arrested.
Put your stuff down.
No.
Put your hands
behind
your back.
No.
Okay, so I'm only gonna ask you one more time.
The cop's like, oh, okay, no, my bad. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm out. Sorry.
Shout out and thank you, Damage Inc. 113. Welcome to the Stuck in the Middle fan, brother. Please thank you for subscribing, share on any social media platform if you're able to. I believe our Discord link is in the description of the channel. We have a couple of social media platforms where other people that watch the show come together and we share topics, and you can help influence the show or even guest on it with us.
I don't know what happened, but YouTube just crushed our reach for a little bit. So help us. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button so we can kind of get back up in that algorithm. I'm not sure exactly what it was.
For whatever, it was
like
right
after the
when
Trump
we were talking about Mandami.
Yeah, that's it's like post Trump talk during Mandami talk.
It was when we were covering Mandami, people were like, oh, fuck that. I don't know.
To be fair, it seems like when we were kind of shitting on Trump, and then we got to start talking about the left, we lost half of them. They're like, "Oh, fuck you! We thought this was a Trump bashing section. Fuck." Yeah,
man, the mystery endures.
Yeah,
but,
it does.
Right,
it does.
We got a show to finish. That's
It keeps keeping. It keeps keeping. Just a little more of this, just until the physicality again.
Time. You can.
Yo, and what a crazy move to do in front of a cop. You see how what that could have been a gun. Watch how she pulls this phone out. Look. No, she.
Don't even bother.
I keep forgetting what it is. So
it's an it. It's a he.
Well, I didn't even mean it like that, but I keep forgetting what to identify him.
Call it the blob. It's a he. It's a biological male.
Blue hair. Oh, blue hair over here.
Okay.
Watch the phone pull. Look at this.
Your stuff now
goes in the pocket.
No. Put your hands.
And look how fast and violent this is.
Okay, so
watch this.
I'm only going to ask you one more time.
Oh my God! Wow, that could have gone in so many different ways. I know what one person's thinking.
Oh yeah. I listen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking it too.
All right. Hey, that's why you're the favorite cracker.
Wait, what? What are we thinking? I thought the cop was going to...
what we're talking about.
No, I thought they were going to exchange text messages or something like that.
Oh, okay, bet.
You can record all you want, but it's already beyond that point. We already tried.
You're stressing me out.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just asking you to please stop stressing.
We already tried to help you, so...
No, you didn't!
Yes.
You came in with hostile intent.
Put your hands...
Hostile takeover oppression. I'm the victim.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't.
Yes.
Get on the ground.
Hurt me.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't kill me!
Like a bad dog.
Yeah, I know.
Are those high heels?
This dog just pissed and shit all over your white carpet. You're like, get the fuck over here now. Like, no, don't hurt me.
Yeah, don't destroy the purity of that beautiful
white carpet. I don't know why I said white carpet. Fuck. Oh, no. He's going to be pissed. Why'd you have to go to white, huh?
I don't give a fuck anymore.
Shit.
Yes.
It's because the juxtaposition of the yellow and the brown on the white really stands out. You know, if it was a black, okay, god damn it.
Oh, Justin Digena, you don't have to do the him her thing, unless it's like out of some kind of respect. More power to you, but that's definitely an it/he. It.
Put your hand out.
Oh, now you're running. Has that ever worked for anybody running from the cops? Leave me alone.
Yeah. Hey, look, all the white privilege I have. Do you know?
Oh,
shit.
True.
That one time where I was maybe allegedly in Minecraft arrested for a felony, and I was able to plead into drug court, but they pretend that nothing of anything ever happened because I just said leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Don't hurt me. Get on the ground right now. Don't kill me. Get down on the ground right now.
Yeah, I think that's high heels, bro.
I'm stuck on those shoes, bro.
It looks like. Look at them. Look at they're right there.
It's fucking Dorothy trying to find Toto.
Yeah, Dorothy. We're not in Candace anymore. No, you're in fucking jail now, fucking Dorothy. Dorothy, dumbass.
Hurt me. Get on the ground right now. Don't kill me. Get down on the ground right now.
No, I think they're red Are they red Converse or are they?
Yeah, they're some kind of Converse shoe.
Let's just. I feel like we should just say they're high heels, just for.
All right, for the record.
Yeah, just for the
they're
show's
heels.
sake. Yeah. Physical.
Stop.
Ew, she just got a boner.
Oh no, that wasn't a good shot.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Yeah. He's still.
Yeah, they're still going at it. They're gonna go into the elevator and go up a floor. Ding.
Dude, you remember the knife fight scene in Saving Private Ryan?
How can I forget?
Okay, you do know specifically the scene I'm talking about because it was slow. Oh man, where the Jew gets fucking like slowly, fatally stabbed while fighting for dear life, and he's like, "Wait, what did you say? Wait." I feel like this
He's trying to do that.
It'd be like, no, say she. All right, fucking get this thing off the damn. Yeah, finish.
It's almost done.
Go. Hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
I can't. I'm right. I just wanted you to.
Come on, stop.
Please.
Oh.
Throw them down. Throw them down.
This is making me want to be like physically violent towards that.
It's like watching The Punisher. You want to go hurt bad guys now?
It's like watching Citizen Vigilante. I want to just go and Minecraft pat some.
Did you hear he said he was mad at making that movie? Did you see that?
Who was mad at making what movie?
Army Hammer. He said, I had no idea that's what the movie was going to be about.
Oh, get the fuck... Really?
He did.
Oh, my God.
He said all this, it was disgusting, and I didn't know, like, it was shot in sections, so I didn't know. But then at the end, he says, but I am open to a sequel if the money's right.
Oh, that's... Oh, man.
You can't write shit like that. Look that up. I guarantee that's... I don't guarantee, but I promise you that's true. Yeah.
See, whatever W's that he got for returning for that role, they're gone now.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Whatever. So they get slammed down. It's fun. So yeah.
Another crazy fucking degenerate that gets slammed to the ground. One of like Tyler Robinson's fucking boyfriends came out here and made a spectacle. So be it. As the world turns.
Well, You know what? Might as well use your Tyler Robinson name calling for a segue.
Checking in on Crazy Candace.
Checking in on Crazy Candace. This one isn't necessarily. It's got a little Kansas to it, but it's Candace adjacent. So we're just checking in on the craziness of her camp because we got a new guy. They got a new guy they're adding to the crazy camp. I'm kind of disappointed.
Okay, but I would hope this person has already been an established cuckoo.
No. This person is actually an established, like, badass. Like, an established, like, war hero.
Yes.
Okay. And someone who's so established that they're like, I've shot and unalived people. I know what this looks like and how it should work.
Okay, but like, what's the credibility? They couldn't have like shot anybody of note or anything that we should take them that seriously.
Well, shit. I hate to break it to you, but they did kind of shoot Bin Laden.
I beg your pardon?
Bin Laden? Bin Laden? They killed.
This is the person.
Sure, they them. They identify as they them. They killed Bin Laden. Yeah.
So somebody that helped end Bin Laden is now jumping in the fray with fucking Crazy Candace.
Yeah, they're saying, because I ended Bin Laden, I know how this situation didn't end because I'm a guy who ends things, and unfortunately, that guy is Robert O'Neill. He ended Osama bin Laden.
No, not Robert O'Neill. Oh, come on. He had such a good run.
Yep. He's in.
Okay, all right.
He's in the slop now.
I don't want to be shitting on somebody because of their opinion and because we disagree, even though the overwhelming evidence. So, okay. All right, let's see him go full Candace.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, we lost one. We lost one.
Oh, no.
That's why we had you on. You know about ballistics. You shot Bin Laden. What bothers you the most about this investigation?
Like, I like that's your credential, right? You know about ballistics. You shot Bin Laden. Like, you can put that on a resume for Applebee's. Like, I've worked as a prep cook before. I've also shot Bin Laden. You're hired.
Yeah, that sticks out the most because I'm thinking even if he would have run down like, okay, you got 78 confirmed kills at a distance of blah, 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 but you also shot Bin Laden. Yeah. Therefore, you are far more credible.
Yeah. Sir, this is a blockbuster. I don't think your qualifications are needed here. But,
I shot Bin Laden?
Yeah. I can do a hell of a rewind, though. It's like, all right.
And I shot Bin Laden, okay? And Bin Laden had some VHS tapes on his person.
He loved
Guess
America.
who was supplying them?
Eli. Oh.
Me?
I thought you were going like, guess who was supplying them?
Oh. No, I mean, that was my side business, but that's why I'm doing eBay now.
You were eBaying Bin Laden American things? Damn you.
Yeah, he loved the action movies of the 90s and 80s, bro. He was a fan. That's what they found.
He paid good.
He did. Bro, how do you think I always have a Red Bull in front of me when we go live? Thank you, Bin Laden.
That's that Bin Laden money, huh?
CIA, FBI, these are jokes. Okay, thank you.
No, remember, they're in on it. Remember, they got the Bin Ladens out of the country during 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
They actually like the Ladens. They call them Ladens, though. The Ladens.
Oh, they got their set. They're repping the Laden. Gotcha.
They just say Laden. They don't even go Bin.
They don't even,
They don't go Bin. They just go Laden.
Damn.
Yep. That's how well they know them. What's up, Ladens?
That's very intimate. Okay.
It's the Laden family. Digging it in.
Without a bin.
Digging it in.
Without a bin.
Digging it in. Digging it in. Digging it in. Allahu Akbar.
No, holy shit.
That's how their song goes. And then everything blows up.
Oh shit. Hold on. My phone's not near me, but YouTube didn't appreciate that.
Oh, sorry.
They don't care.
It's the Laden family. Bum. Okay.
Damn it, Pugsley Bin Laden, Allah Akbar.
Talking about. That's why we had you on. You know about ballistics. You shot Bin Laden. What bothers you the most about this investigation?
Thanks for having me, Rob, and good to see you, General Holt.
You too.
A lot of things bother me about this. Nothing in particular.
Words bother him right now.
He's
That
got
was
some
difficult.
ticks there.
That was difficult to come out of. Huh?
I am not trying to shame him at all. He's got some ticks. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, fine. You know, little Bin Laden PTSD. It happens.
I mean, God bless him. Just
GB,
you know,
GB. I'm not mad.
We love you, Shamrock. By the way, thanks for chilling with us, Justin Dijina.
Thanks for having me, Rob, and good to see you, General Holt.
You too.
A lot of things bother bothers me about this.
Okay.
Nothing in particular. And it's not like I'm out there saying big lie or a conspiracy or someone did it. I'm just saying I've been in a lot of shootings. I've killed more than a handful of people, and this thing looked shady off the bat. I mean, I've killed people closer than I saw the camera, and I've never seen a shirt move like that. That looks like an explosion to me. Just the fact that no one started doing first aid to Charlie Kirk.
Dude, yeah, okay. So just point by point, this is a guy who, like, maybe not. Maybe a lot of the rounds that he has are full metal jackets. You know, they're dealing with, like, you know, people who have body armor on. You're not shooting a hollow point or a soft tip at somebody who has body armor on. So maybe a lot of his experiences are with full metal jackets where things do go through. But
I'm just going to point out we're not going to be able to out anecdotal the guy who took out Bin Laden, you know? Like,
we definitely are. We definitely are, because there is more than just anecdotal evidence since we've used the 30-06 that just go against his anecdotal claims. I'm not going to, like, people do, and they go to war, and then over time, sometimes they get a little cuckoo. You know, it's a bummer to see, and because they're not out there and they're not putting their energy and time into the thing that they really kind of built their life around, their mind wanders and they start to get into, like, you know, like, no, this is deeper than this. It's got to be, you know. So I'm not trying to outdo him. He's the guy who killed Bin Laden. I know nothing trumps that, right? But, like, facts do. You know, facts do. You know, like the idea that he's sitting here saying, like, I never seen a shirt move like that. So that's it. So you're the guy who says, well, that's the case. You know, like, just stop. You're good. You killed Bin Laden. Tap out, bro. You know, you're good, man. You're good. You don't got to do anything else. Now you got people out there who really take this guy's word for it, and now he's co-signing and stamping the conspirators out there who eat up the can slop, hook, line, and sinker.
Which, bringing me to this, in case any of the replay gang or whoever's here, I want to point this out. And we have had this discussion for a very long time. And we're always open to continue having that discussion. But I find it amazingly hilarious right now that we have Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, who else has recently just said, yeah, okay, it appears Tyler Robinson is the one that actually perpetrated this crime. And Candace is like one of the last bastions. And now she has this person to add to the clout and the slop. This is doing more harm than good. And I know, like, even to some of the people that subscribe to us and support us, and we're so thankful, I personally can't understand the popularity and the want. It appears to be a want that it happened in this way, aside from all of the evidence that's suggesting otherwise. But anyway.
Robert O'Neill was born in 1976. That makes him 50 years old. World War II happened in 1914. That's another 60 years before. There's 60 more years of evidence with soft tip and hollow point bullets than Robert O'Neill has in his entire military career.
I just got, I think Fiesta's giving you a little what for here. No, the war veteran nut expert doesn't know how soft bullets work. 100% with an emoji.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. You can be sarcastic all you want to, but facts will dictate you wrong. I know, because he's, like, quote, an expert, and it kind of confirms your bias. I know you want that to be the case, but he doesn't know everything, all right? We have evidence and other things of the like that correspond to 30-06, that correspond to them bullets being used for over 100 years, 110 years. We have evidence of this bullet and how it travels, specifically a soft point, not a full metal jacket, like I'm sure Robert O'Neill is accustomed to.
I respect O'Neill's opinion, but I also respect all of the agencies and specialists that have come together to compound the evidence that has presented itself and offer the explanations that we have as of now. So if you want to really go toe to toe here, sure, you have a singular fella who has a lifetime of experience, but you also have people who have literally gone to school to get educated on the matter and practiced on the field to a various number of degrees to test it in every different type of situation. So
forget about
it is not insane to compare the people who are in charge that have literally, it's their job to have a different conclusion than somebody else.
Forget about the appeal to authority. Forget about, oh, like he's correct. And like, oh, people who went to school, they're correct. How about the fact that we have his car with his license plate? We have him on campus 4 separate times. We have his DNA on a towel. We have his DNA on a screwdriver. It's his family's gun. It's his gun. We have evidence that he used a Dremel to then carve those bullets rather. Evidence of text message confessions, evidence of written confessions, evidence
Confessing
of
to the
confessing
family
to family.
themselves.
That's like 11 things that you're going. If it was just one thing and just the bullet, I think there'd be a lot more We have so much more things that tie him there right now. And the only counter to that is, well, I don't believe the government. That's it. That's the only way you can counter all those claims is like, well, they're lying. So then prove it.
Right. The burden of proof would be on you at that point. And secondly, we have, I guess, the most desperate play in all of the handbooks at current, which is now let's just convince the public that the word overwhelming is a psyop. So when people start saying there's overwhelming evidence that proves that it is as it appears, now let's cast doubt. It's a very, very clever, underhanded tactic, by the way.
So, okay, let's finish just a little more of this. And I want to then play to you the new evidence the conspiracy side has, keeping in mind all the, quote, evidence that just gives, not beyond a reasonable doubt, but gives probable cause, right? So I want to juxtapose those two things after we finish this Robert O'Neill thing.
I've killed people closer than I saw the camera. And I've never seen a shirt move.
Oh, that's another. Okay, so listen to this claim right
like
now.
That. That looks like an explosion to me. Just the fact that no one started doing first aid to Charlie Kirk, they were more concerned about getting SIM cards out of cameras, removing.
That right there goes to show you another batshit, like I'm not in reality claim. Two things can be true. Do you want the camera guys to do first aid? The people who were pulling things from the cameras were people who worked for the camera company. The other security guards were getting him together and getting him in that car. So I don't know where he gets the idea from that nobody was doing first aid, and they, meaning all. The implication here was everyone was preoccupied with cameras. That's not the case. That's provably not the case.
Yeah, and now he's presuming to know what everybody thinks because of the action that he has seen, which is insane because these weren't battle-trained individuals. These were people that were in the fucking staff. And we know one of the quotes of the gentleman that did grab the SIM card was, I just didn't want this to fall in the wrong hands, and now it's used as evidence, by the way.
Well, no, he copied that. That's not the original. Jesus Christ.
Of course.
Keep going.
Cameras and then getting him off the X somehow. There didn't seem a lot of concern for his life. It seemed like just clean it up. And then, I mean, I've been told they paved it over a couple days later. And then you get...
See how he says a couple days, other people say a day later. Like, what do you want? They just leave blood there for a week or two? What more evidence do you gather after a few days of gathering? That line of thinking makes no sense to me. I don't think how people were they going to leave it as a crime scene until it goes to trial? To me, that's just the ignorance of process there. They don't know how a crime scene works. They don't know how evidence is collected, submitted, and then when it's done, the crime scene can be cleaned up.
Why would they want to remove blood from a fucking campus, school? Why would you do that? oh my God, there's so many factors that I see. They try to exhaust the cherry picking of the bias, and by God, it's going to bother me every time. If it was an explosion, it's as simple as this. If it was an explosion, there would be residue. How can that continually be overlooked for the sake of what you want to be true?
Yeah, and the mic was like on this side, so this would be like an exit wound. That's the entrance wound. So like that goes and the cop testified in like the first day or two of the trial, of the preliminary hearing. He testified that the medical examiner or whatever confirmed it was a bullet. So that, like when it goes to trial, and I think in September we'll find out if it goes to trial. It most likely will. It probably obviously will. But when it does, then all this can be under more scrutiny. It'll be able to be like cross-examined better. Hearsay just won't fly. They'll be able to get up on the stand and like more, I'm sure the medical examiner will testify. A lot more legit people will testify and be up on the stand.
Oh yeah, no, they better get as transparent as humanly possible for the sake of this to just god dang be over. I am a little equally parts terrified and fascinated with what the outcome of this trial will lead to. I don't think it'll be wanton violence, but it will be a push for the extremist ideals and the people that want this to be what they perceive it to be, how they're going to react. Like, I don't know. Where is the Candace grifters going to go? They found their revenue stream, and once that fountain starts getting fucked with, I'm just, like I said, a little terrified, a little interested.
Look, this is the new conspiracy video. This puts Tyler not at the scene, I guess, later that night, because this Cowboys smokehouse is like 3 hours away from the scene. So this random dude goes and interviews this guy who, I'm not cropping it out, his face isn't on the thing. They're not going to show his face. And this guy's going to claim here that he served, in fact, Tyler Robinson. This is
an anonymous person that's come to the forefront that is not giving away his identity.
Yes.
Okay. Does he have footage?
No. I would love to know if he paid with card or cash. I bet you we're going to find out it was cash, huh? I bet you, bro.
This is oh man. Oh
yeah.
No.
Yeah, and this is right now the big one that they're all leaning on to say, see, Tyler wasn't there. They interviewed this guy.
This is like retarded Avengers assemble right now.
It is.
Yeah. Guy that owns a steakhouse, unite. Hey, guy that whacked Bin Laden, we love you. Unite. Candace Owens, you fucking demon, unite.
Canvengers. Canvengers, assemble.
Candy Slop, unite. Yeah. Candace Sloppers, okay.
Check this guy out.
I'm here interviewing one of the employees that met Tyler Robinson.
Can you give me like 30 seconds so I can take a piss before I watch this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been great all fucking day. You can't deny.
All right, so I do see in the comments, I'd love to see what some of you... No, you get the fuck out of here.
Peter Ducey, okay.
You run.
So I'm trying to pull you up so people just see you, guy.
Okay. Justin, I can't quite see who you're going back and forth with. I don't know if it's with Tech and AK. Thanks for sticking around, man. Shout out to you. So let's see. 99% of the people in that crowd never saw somebody get shot. That's a big reoccurring point we've brought up time and time again. I think perhaps somebody with such an extensive and impressive background who's been literally kind of birthed in combat may forget that not everybody is as experienced. But let's see. You know what you call a drummer that... Sorry. Right now, I like to take as much time as I can to read the voice of the people. As with any political assassination, this story will be argued 50 years from now. That being the case, sometimes you can't help but wonder. Like, we're all going to come to our conclusions, and we're all going to feel vindicated and or right for whatever reasons. For me, it's not about wanting to be right because I believe I'm right. I want to believe that what I think is the truth. That's ultimately, God is my witness, what I think we all should be wanting. But when it becomes such a incentivized PR grifting war where people are literally making money off of the dead body of a man that I believe was a great man, a great leader. He was unifying people. He was making the younger generation with the power over the vote ask important questions and confront ideals that normally they would cower away from. My apologies.
Words are hard, right?
Yeah, it happens every now and again.
I'm telling you.
The only theme I'm trying to help get along here is that I don't want to be right at the end of this because I think I'm right. I want to.
What do you
be
mean
right
by what? What do you mean?
Because the truth of what happened to Charlie Kirk. I want to be right because I know it's the truth. You know, I'm just bringing up how there are people that want to be right because they already think they're right and they don't want that to be changed. And there's the incentives where people who are making money by peddling this shit.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of like, a lot of that I feel like comes from when you build your identity around it.
Precisely.
So now you have a vested interest in it being right, and you need it to stay right. So now you might find things that you wouldn't necessarily normally agree with, or make this big stretch to be like, well, see, this might imply that what I'm saying is still correct. Like, you may start to find things that are on the fringe, and you may start to loosely connect them just to keep your idea going and your idea alive, while essentially allowing that to obfuscate yourself from ever looking at the truth. Because what I do find interesting is a lot of these folks who are big can sloppers, they love the Candace Owens conspiracy, is boy, oh boy, if you just say, okay, gotcha, I understand you think I understand you think this is a conspiracy, but what do you know about the official narrative? Oh, well, they think Tyler Robinson killed him. No. Like the timeline. Like, what do you think? How do you think it played out? What do you think happened? And 9 times out of 10, they don't know what evidence the prosecutor has. They don't know what, they don't know what the prosecution actually, quote, thinks they know. They just go, Tyler Robinson didn't do it. They don't understand all these other things, at least probable, that point Tyler in that area with his gun, his DNA, and they always just go to, well, Lance is a Fed. Well, the parents are in on it. Well, it's just like, it's going to be endless, essentially. Like, there's never going to be where they concede.
Defaults to text point. It's very sad that these kinds of things end up being like a century-long reminder of how damn divided we are, or whatever selfish endeavors we have. Shamrock proposes, I think, ultimately a good question. Chat, do you think people would have gone down such a conspiracy rabbit hole with Charlie Kirk's case if it weren't for Candace? I think he was such a polarizing, inspiring figure, or at least controversial to many that, who are up in their feelings every fucking day and bleed out of their fucking buttholes. Some form of conspiracy would have been generated, but I don't think as much damage to the base that Charlie Kirk helped build would have been as scrutinized as they are.
I look at her as like an amplification system, pretty much. Like, I think all these things would have been out there, like, as they were. I don't think a lot of these theories were her original thoughts to begin with. I think she saw somebody else kind of, quote, connect these dots, and she amplified that theory. So I just kind of see her as like a loudspeaker, like a megaphone to some of the theories that were kind of underground and, not out there. She kind of brought it, quote, mainstream. So
she helped monetize it, and she helped prove that there's a formula that you can copy and make money off of it.
I wonder, and this is my conspiracy hat on, I wonder how much, if any, involvement Act Blue had in this. I would not be surprised if a lot of the push about the whole conspiracy side of things came from the left, came from Act Blue organizations like that, who wanted to put it and caused infighting in on the right and wanted this, this to happen. Because a lot of the people who listen to Candace and agree with that theory are people who are also on the left. A lot of people on the left don't believe a trans person killed Charlie Kirk. They think the government was involved somehow. They don't think it was as cut and dry as the official narrative is.
I mean, if that becomes a probability because of how successful it had that. If that
it's hugely successful.
Yeah, like just saying, like if that were the case, it's clear that they accomplished their mission, which is the only reason why I entertain it, because it's exactly how the dominoes have fallen.
It seems logical. It seems like a logical explanation of...
Look, the way we get fucked with, people with money, all the influences out there, especially the ones that are harder and harder to identify, especially when you're talking about a fucking think tank or a company or whatever the case, all of these shady aspects of the American government gives me every reason to give a little bit of grace to the people that always say, I don't accept what the government is going to tell me is the official result and or report. I get it. I get it, but I can't see that as a logical or rational line of thinking like this. So like I always ask those people the same question. Is there anything the government has ever told you the truth on? And if they say no, then I'm like, okay, well then nothing's a conspiracy then. Yeah.
That's how that works. Yeah, that would
damn, you'd erase some identities with that being posited to them.
Like if the government always lies, then nothing's a conspiracy.
I would agree with AK also. That's also very plausible. Islam and China.
Yeah,
there's too many pieces that have skin in the game.
But who does the left support more, Islam or Jewish people?
You already know.
Right. So I think that's still in the same realm. Act Blue, Islam, China too. I mean, China's, it seems to be, they have a lot of implication and a lot of shenanigans going on during the 2020 election, as per what Trump said and some of the things that he brought up, and then some of the more thorough things that were spoken about a few days later. It's like, oh shit.
The fact that Tucker Carlson has been proven to have taken a huge amount of money from Qatar.
Yeah, but then that goes against the Islam thing if he agrees that Charlie Kirk like doesn't...
Yeah, suddenly, yes,
that works against...
After the evidence coming out, but before, he was all over the Candace slop.
Right.
So maybe he's now like, okay, the ship is sinking, so I need to, wait for my next opportunity. Who the fuck knows?
You want to play a little more of No Face Guy?
Yeah, I want to hear what he's got to say real quick.
On the night of September the 10th, around 9 p.m., here at Cowboys Smokehouse in Panguitch, Utah. So how long have you worked at Cowboys?
I've been here about a year and a half now.
A year and a half now?
Yep.
And were you here?
Yes, I was working here. I remembered him coming in, sitting at the bar. He ordered a steak, a couple beers.
Did you sit at the end of the bar?
Close to the end.
What does that matter? Where you sit at the end of the bar? Yeah. What does that mean?
This is a strategy to make it seem more filled out. So they're trying to make it more believable. I think the interviewer and the interviewee are both complicit in this now.
Yeah. Keep going a little bit. It's fucking crazy what people
see. I wasn't the waiter who was taking his order and everything, but I did have
a
couple interactions with him, just trying to help out. After I'd notified my boss, we reached out to the authorities. He contacted the FBI.
Now he's not the waiter who took the order.
Contact information, but we never heard anything from him.
You never heard back from the FBI after you reported it?
Never.
Because it probably wasn't him.
And they want us to take this man's word for it.
What's crazy is, like, if these people contacted the FBI, do these people who are there with a phone camera right now think they beat the FBI there? It's just wild to me, man. Like, people think, like, dude, I've won up the government. You didn't. I hate to say it, but you didn't.
Apologies for, like, some of the derails.
No, you're good, dude. Listen,
the chat.
I couldn't care.
Fiesta threw in Josh.
I'm also talking to the people.
Yes, precisely. Josh, it's simple. Any information the government gives out is a set-up story. Everything else is classified.
So that's what I'm saying. So then everything isn't a conspiracy, because if everything the government is doing is a lie, the lie is, quote, the truth now. The conspiracy would be if they told the truth. That's how that works.
Yeah, we've already faced, I think, this very means of thinking, and I think you proposing there would be no conspiracies if you don't ever trust the government.
Correct.
Also,
always
welcome
lying.
Joe Pon. Shamrock says, except the owner said this never actually happened, and the receipt doesn't even have the same items that are on his menu. I don't know. I find this wild card to be just a what do you call it? Not only a provocateur, but an opportunist who doesn't want to get a little blood money when there's some to go around before the trial begins.
I don't want to play too long of this, but I just want to.
I got to get some smokes.
Yep. I just want to. Yep. Perfect time then right now. I don't want to play too long of this, but I just want to show you how people are now taking that new evidence. Baron Coleman is this big low end lawyer guy. I guess him and
like
Candace.
a Jesse on Fire.
Yeah, but a little more smarter than Jesse on Fire. But because he's
an
smarter,
actual lawyer.
Yeah, but exactly. Okay. But because he's smarter, people take his word for it.
More credibility.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's like the Robert O'Neill of lawyers.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We should get away from. All right, I do want to cover some news because there's breaking news tonight. There's literally breaking news.
Literally breaking
there's a guy
news
on X named Diligent Denizen.
I mean, dude, literally breaking news.
Diligent Denizen.
I love when they throw in the unnecessary words for the hyperbole. I get bricked up at this point.
Yeah.
Sorry, Damage, are you lost? It's okay. Thank you for bearing with us. The theories are all over the place, and right now we're just covering how the popular narrative is that Tyler Robinson did not shoot Charlie Kirk. This is all some sort of a conspiracy, and we're showing you what that side is looking like and what they're saying did happen. And how they're reporting it.
Right. And then regarding the new narrative, the new thing is because this guy filmed this guy with no face saying he served Tyler Robinson. Now the narrative is saying, see, he wasn't there. So now this guy, this really popular YouTuber who gets a lot of views, is going to now say, we got breaking news. Some guy and he's going to treat it as evidence, as truth. He's not going to question it as much as he questions the official narrative. He just see, this is proof. This is proof we didn't do it. So where is that kind of energy or rationale towards what is credible
to what's being
or what
proposed?
We really have? Yeah.
It's that cherry picker brain shit, man.
All right, I do want to cover some news because there's breaking news tonight. There's literally breaking news.
Literally.
There's a guy on X named Diligent Denizen. Diligent Denizen, I'm going to show you his post here. Diligent Denizen spent the week on the ground in Utah.
On the ground, bro.
There was a rumor that Tyler Robinson had gone to Panguitch, Utah, about 3 hours from Orem, about a little under 3 hours, maybe 2:55 from Orem, and that he was spotted there after 9 o'clock. Well, if you do a little math, if he's spotted there at 9 o'clock and it's 3 hours away, that's midnight. We'll look at the text messages and say, if he was in Orem, could he have sent these text messages? So just bear with me. We'll get there. But now we're finding out it was closer to 10 p.m. that he was there, which would make it nearly impossible for him to be back to Orem until about 12:30 or later. And again, we'll look at the text messages, the alleged text messages between Tyler Robinson and Lance Twiggs, and ask you, is it even possible? Is it even possible? Diligent Denizen was on the ground and interviewed the staff at Cowboys Smokehouse.
So already they're just building so much off of that little interview. And apparently, as per what this guy says, remember, I did ask that, it does say Tyler paid with his debit card, and that they turned this into the FBI and two witnesses and 100% ID'd Tyler, meaning they think it was him. When they say 100% ID'd Tyler, it's such a mischaracterization of how that works. They're saying, yes, I think this was the guy. I'm 100% positive. Doesn't mean that was the guy. It just means that the person thinks they see somebody who and how did they even put out any video or what they think he looked like on September 10th? Like, I don't even know. How would they ID this guy? I don't understand. How would they know what would Tyler look like on September 10th?
I'm certainly hoping there's more evidence than just literally his fucking word. And if they really thought the FBI chose to ignore their lead, this guy has fucking balls of steel.
But what I'm saying is there was no... It took 36 hours for the FBI to find, or 33 hours to, for them to find Tyler. They didn't put out something that said this is what they think he looks like, did they?
Right. No.
So then,
no.
then how would they ID him the night of, like? So Charlie Kirk got unalived September 10th at like 12:22. He went to this restaurant the night of September 10th at like 10 p.m. So how would 8 hours later these people at this restaurant would quote ID Tyler Robinson? How would they know who he is? You're like, why are they even caring to what this guy looks like? What does that mean? They ID'd him. What would they be IDing him for? How would they know he's anybody special?
Yeah, were they throwing out Tyler Robinson's image throughout that very day tonight? Is it possible this guy saw any kind of
they're not
reference?
Like, they're not being clear if Tyler Robinson, okay, and I'm approaching this as if I was them and I believe this. They're not being clear as if Tyler Robinson came on the 10th and then maybe a few days later they reported this after, like after he was caught. They're just saying eyewitnesses put Tyler Robinson in this restaurant between 9 and 10 on September 10th. 2 witnesses ID'd, they turned into the FBI, and Tyler paid with his debit card. Neither the state or the defense has contacted the restaurant to talk to the staff. It's
Okay.
just, I've heard that one so much that the defense isn't getting evidence. Like, that's not true.
Yeah, no, it's not at all. I think it's very cut and dry that everything that's available to the prosecution is also available to the fucking defense. There's nothing out of this. Is the only thing that's insanely out of pocket, and eyewitness testimony, statistically has been proven to be insanely unreliable. And I also completely question like the authenticity of this guy's motive to come out of nowhere with this bullshit, which yes, I do believe it's bullshit.
Who, the
and that's
interviewer?
my stance.
Are you talking about the interviewer, the guy who who
the
interviewed him?
fucking guy, yeah, the one who's speaking like, oh, he sat at the end of the bar.
Hey, bro, just pretend you saw him, right? We're gonna get a lot of views. That was the intention. Hey, man, just pretend you saw him, and I'm not gonna show your face. Don't worry, social media isn't gonna come after you. Blah blah blah. I bet you he didn't even work for that restaurant. Maybe the guy who filmed it worked for it, and they had him put that shirt on since he was just quote speaking on behalf of someone else who took the order. Remember, because that guy didn't take the order; it was somebody else.
Yeah, no, some other waiter.
But
here,
I just pulled all that up just to say that with that quote new evidence, Baron Coleman makes a close to 4-hour video. I started it out about 21 minutes in when he actually got into his quote show, and that was just about the first minute and 51 seconds. He goes on for another 3 hours and 54 minutes of
about that
basing
story,
basing his speculation off, like, essentially now that he wasn't here, this isn't true. Now that he wasn't here, this isn't true. He built
an alternate reality.
Bro. And this is what these people are doing. It's fucking wild, man.
And it's frustrating to deal with, although we have to do our best to coexist, by God. And you and I both have personal experiences where people just, they no longer care about the truth. I'm convinced they only care that they have been rooting for the side that's right. And that's the disparity I'm trying to articulate the most, because I do believe there's a very important distinction and difference between the two. I am willing to be proven wrong about what I think is true, as long as it leads me to the truth. I have no fucking incentive in being proven that what I believe at current is pointing to have the majority of the evidence being right. I have no skin in the fucking game here. I just want who took Charlie Kirk away to rot in hell and spend the rest of his life in prison. That's the incentive. That's the motivation. We're not making fucking money here talking about this and never fucking ending conspiracy / conversation, whatever it is. Let the fucking trial finish. We all have freedom of speech, and we will speculate. It's what we do, but it's never gonna be enough. This is the next JFK. It's our generation's JFK, and before we die, someone will be talking about this shit, or when we die, someone will be bringing this up while we're dead and fucking buried right at our funerals. It's the name of the game.
Les Mo Ritchie writes, do you think Megyn Kelly will course correct and call out the paid influencers, Jack and Benny, for blatantly lying about what they saw in court last Friday? It is shocking that she's buying the Fed slop, given that she's an attorney by trade and typically more discerning. Okay, I haven't watched because I was obviously on vacation, and then I had to play catch up and was trying to watch on vacation the trial, but I did see people pinging me about Megyn Kelly and saying she's hosting these people. Okay, I think she has a lot of background with these people, so I think she's naturally more trusting and is obviously thinking, I'm just trying to see her perspective. Maybe I'm getting a scoop to this because these people are actually on the ground. And why would these people be exaggerative? I didn't see it. They're saying this is what they saw. Why would I discount what they're saying? I don't know that she caught what then was leaked afterward about it actually just being a zoomed in version of 12.4 that they saw. I don't know what her mindset is, but what I think we can assume, and also it is good to remember, that Megyn Kelly stood up to all of these people and told the truth about what Charlie was fearing in the last days. And that was not an easy thing to do. They came after her hard. They continued.
She's like kind of like giving her a little like not good, but then like, but remember when you were on our side and you said all the good stuff we liked?
It's like she's trying to groom her back onto the side. And I love how, like you laughed right when she said it. Candace said, I'm not discounting blah, blah, blah. When she has become the self-appointed arbiter of what is to be counted and discounted, it's extremely fucking laughable.
Yeah.
To come after her hard every day, demanding that she's deplatformed for telling the most important truth. So what I can say is that I do believe that when this trial goes through, when they make the decision in September that this is going to go through and more evidence is presented, I think she will follow that because they can't hide behind, oh, it's just going to be influencers that see it.
Oh my God, she's going to follow the evidence? What a traitor.
I do. I think that she will change her mind when presented with more evidence. She may not be the first, but I don't think she's going to be trusting influencers to inform her opinion when the trial goes.
Aren't you an influencer? It's just fucking crazy.
That reminds me of how she has this narcissism where she expected like the Macrons to reach her. The defense was supposed to reach her specifically. She was just naming huge names that have all these important things to do, like as if they are obligated to reach out to her specifically. That is some sign of narcissistic mental illness. I can't stand her, and it's not because she has opinions that I disagree with that I believe are being disproven. It's because of her entire, like, it's laid bare, and I'm not going to go through it again because I've done it so many times. From her days in high school to present, if you just look it up, you'll see everywhere she has grifted, made money, and lied, and when she looked bad, she just went to the other side. That is who she is.
Do you want to? All right, so I'm thinking we do the Sunny Housen thing in one video to have a little palate cleanser and get out of here. Because I do want to kind of point and laugh at Sunny Housen real quick. It's not a long video at all.
I got to go after the video, man. Okay?
How about till 12:30? 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I think we can wrap up, no problem.
All right. Okay.
All right, check this out. So, first and foremost, well, now I got to find it where I put it. All right, let's see. There we go. So Sunny Housen, the View's own Sunny Housen, was very, very well known for saying this about Trump: no one's above the law.
I mean, you can't commit so many crimes and think that you are above the law, even if you are the president.
So it really is a celebration of the law.
It's a celebration of the law and how it applies to all of us.
And how it applies to all of us. Every single one. You, me, I, everyone.
It's a very special and important moment where everybody fucking claps because right then and there, it's a great sound bite. It's a great viral moment, and it's something to stand behind. But is this yet another example of rules for thee, not for me? Yeah, fucking right it is.
I don't know what this guy did, but apparently her son got arrested for
some
something.
kind of trespassing gate thing. That was all I was able to ascertain because I saw another portion of the video. I don't know if he got let go because the video I saw, it looked like he was able to walk away. So I don't know if this is just a bit too broken up in two. But what I saw, they shook hands and he walked away.
I wonder why he was able to walk away.
Yeah, yeah. Precisely.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
But it was some kind of trespassing, like he didn't know, and he had the opportunity to explain everything. It was very awkward, but here's what happened before that.
The video picks up right while he's being put in cuffs.
It's in my phone if you take off the case.
Tell them your mother is a federal prosecutor.
Yes.
Hey, Mom, how are you? This is Officer Gomez. Your son's fine.
Officer Gomez,
how are you?
This is
Yes,
former
yes.
federal prosecutor.
Okay,
That's
fair
my
enough.
son.
Yeah.
He's a Harvard graduate.
Yeah.
He's
That's Sunny on the phone right now too, and she's about to get there in person to say the same thing. Listen, he's a Harvard graduate. He's a good person.
Yeah, and he's a current study at Yale, and he's a teacher of fourth graders. So
what happened to?
You can't commit so many crimes and think that you are above the law, even if you are the president.
You can't commit so many crimes. You can't commit crimes if
It's
you're above
in
the
my
law.
phone.
prosecutor.
Yes.
Hey, Mom, how are you? This is Officer Gomez. Your son's fine.
Officer Gomez,
How are you?
This is
They blocked her name out like we wouldn't
federal
know.
prosecutor.
Okay,
That's
fair
my
enough.
son.
Yeah.
He's a Harvard graduate.
Yeah.
He's not a criminal. He has no criminal record, no criminal history. Officer, is that really necessary? This is a kid that doesn't do anything. He's a Harvard graduate and a Yale researcher. He teaches geometry.
It's not even that his crime is the most embarrassing. It's that it's his mother essentially trying to be above the law after she's so against Trump, quote, being above the law. Like that juxtaposition is what's making this embarrassing. Not that the fact that her son got in trouble. Everyone gets in trouble. Who the fuck cares if he got in trouble? It's how she's handling it, like please, and how she goes against other people not getting certain leeway.
Yeah, she's become an entire hypocrite, and she's nullifying the very point that she got her fucking standing ovation for, which is why I think it's absolutely deserved that she gets all the scrutiny for not being consistent. And that's what I think the majority of Americans are sick and tired of seeing over and over again, the lack of consistency and the continuation of those in true privilege, power, and money talking the talk and never fucking walking the walk.
Scrutiny.
So, and at the end of the day, he walked away. So, fuck him.
Scrutiny. What about scrutin feet?
Nah,
Scrutin
man.
ankles.
Nah,
Scrutin
I mean,
toes.
You get a pat on the back for
Scrutin hands.
A for
Scrutin
effort.
head. Scrutin video.
I understand that.
Why would you put something on his record like this?
No, it's.
Can you give him a warning?
I cannot at this point. I have to recognize on this.
Nuisance.
I'm a former federal prosecutor.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
knows.
bitch.
He's a Harvard.
She's doing it again. I'm a former
she's
federal
looping.
prosecutor. Yeah.
grad who teaches fourth grade geometry.
No comment on the looping
He's
comment.
not a kid who's never in trouble. It's an innocent mistake.
There you go. There you go. I just felt that fitting. I like seeing people being hypocrites. I enjoy that. Do you enjoy that?
Unfortunately, yes, because it exposes the real. I hate the forest for the trees thing because I say it far too many times. But little examples like that is a massive example of reality, but not for us. For people who have it the easiest in life, and that should. I don't want you to walk away from the show at the end feeling any spite in your hearts, but it should piss you off, just justifiably so.
I got a whole bunch of other videos, but maybe we can save them for the Friday show. I think we've had a good night tonight. You agree? We've had some good times, some bad times, some swell times. I think
overall,
so. I think so.
I'm pleased.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
I'm just fucking antsy to get some nicotine because I'm a fucking addict.
Heard
but,
that. If you've enjoyed as well, please hit that like button. If you have not hit that subscribe button, it goes a long way. We appreciate your contributions. We appreciate your chats. We appreciate your praise. And we appreciate your disdain. We love it all. Thank you so much. Stuck in the middle. Eli, what do you got for the fine people?
We like your praise and strays. Also, please, we do appreciate you hanging out. Your
But we
voice
don't like the Okay, never mind.
is what steers this ship that is the show, which is your voice. Please find any of the links that are supplied within any description of any of our episodes or the channel itself. Join us in one of the communities so you can talk with other people that have been around for this project called Stuck in the Middle that's been around for 6 years. And join our Discord where we are trying to be a lot more active, and you too can be up on this show with us or arrange a call in or tell us something you'd love to hear us talking about. Like, share, subscribe, hype, comment after the video. It goes a super long way because that's the name of the game. We appreciate you.
Shamrock, Axe, Damage, TZ, Techno, Ducks, everyone else, Fiesta, all you lovely bunch of coconuts, we appreciate you. We'll see you on the Friday show. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you then. All right.
Good night.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. How dare you? How's it not fun being stuck in the middle? What are you talking about? How dare you ask? Later, guys.